Howard Hughes says, I'm not a paranoid degenerate millionaire.
Well,
I'm a billionaire.
Who said that? Howard Hughes?
Yes.
He was kind of a degenerate, though.
I love him. You know, do you realize if you read Fox and CNN, you have two completely different views of the world?
Can't even tell it's the same thing. We're up.
The investigation is going to be a review of all the facts from the start.
But like I say,
Sweden pays price for not locking down.
that's going to be CNN, right?
Yeah. Real. I'll bet you it's not as bad as you. I want to know the fucking.
Right.
I want to know the
I agree
fucking
with that.
stats.
The Mile High City Highway Drive in really good shape right now. No stalls, accidents, or any major delays in the freeway.
I want to know Corona stats.
Northland through downtown, traveling into the tech center.
Stats.
No major slow spots on I-70 from Arvada traveling out to Pena Boulevard. 225 is looking smooth in Aurora. No delays in 470 in Highlands Ranch. 6th Avenue.
They spiked
in the
and they went
Lakewood Drive and
down.
Trouble 3 on the Turnpike at this time. Weather forecast could be partly
Total cases, 78. Down. But I don't know what that is per capita. See, that's what we really.
67.
Right.
Impact traffic and weather. I'm Pete Wagner. 630 K-How.
With an Allstate agent, you get a local expert and help finding the best coverage for you. And because they live in your community, you can always count on them to be there when you need them most. Plus, when you bundle home and auto, you can save.
So they went back down. Why are they going back down?
Are you in good hands?
Probably because they had the herd immunity. In Sweden?
They had a little spike and then it went down.
Yeah, imagine.
Norway is one of the lowest. Jeez. Finland. Fuck, Finland.
But remember, there's not many people in those
But
countries.
China was one of the lowest in the world too, per capita.
I can't believe
It's
Doc
amazing.
think
Fucking
that was
China.
true.
Oh my God, how the fuck can you look people in the eye and say that bullshit? Dan, I get so pissed off.
I like I said, it's.
I wonder if it's still cool enough to turn on the mic. I think it might be a little hot out to do it right now.
Oh, it's like from the basement.
I can always I monitor everything wirelessly in this house.
You're going to be about a minute away here.
Yeah, stand there. Oh, 30 seconds, fuck. So the basement is 70. Yeah, we can still get a benefit.
It's your chance to win one top.
I got you, Ants, baby. I got you, brother.
200. You'll get a confirmation text and info. Standard data and message rates apply.
Tom Martino here to solve problems, answer questions, take complaints. We've been doing this for 40 years. If you're new to the party, thank you for being here. I'm Tom. We're live on Facebook, live on YouTube, live on the iHeartRadio app. KHOW is our flagship station in Denver and affiliates. And I just want to say, realcbdthatworks.com. realcbdthatworks.com. By the way, we had an email, and Jamie Baumgarten from Panacea Life Sciences answered it. They know of no interaction negatively of CBD with any known drugs, prescription drugs, but check with your doctor always. But it's really safe. It's for inflammation, anxiety, pain. RealCBDThatWorks.com. Tom, in the promo code, you get 30% off. Jason, let's talk. You got a bad deal, you said. And we're going to take you first. Then Robert wants to talk about an attorney. Scott's got a scam call. Greg wants to talk about cable. So we talk about everything, right? And somebody maybe during the show can explain to me what a cancel culture is, and if we are truly living in a cancel culture. I always say you give something a name, it starts to get a life, as opposed to being real. Sometimes it just gets a life. Hey, Jason, what's going on with your Chevy? What's happening, sir? Welcome.
Tom, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much. Thanks to my peeps, I'm staying on track. So what's going on with this? I will tell you this, though, seriously. We hear about bad car deals a lot. And there's no, and I want to get real right now. There's nothing worse because it's, other than your home, this is your main mode of interaction with the world. And I don't mean to take them lightly, but we have so many of them sometimes. I think, why? So I'm gonna figure out what's going on with you. Did you buy this new or used?
I went, and this is the only time I've ever bought a vehicle new off the lot.
Okay.
So, yeah.
What's the problem, man?
Well, here's the problem. It is the engine itself would be out of warranty, but the emission system on this Chevy Colorado diesel, which I bought in 2017.
It's a 2017, right?
Yes, sir, it is.
Okay.
And it has been nothing but continuous trips. In fact, as of today, eight different extended trips to the dealership for repair or a recall.
And by the way, they're not always out of warranty. They're not always out of warranty. If you complained about, this is what you need to know. If you've complained about a problem in the past, and they never fixed it, it's still theoretically under warranty. I want to know, when did the problem show up?
Okay, problem, I bought it, of course, September of 2017. The first problem showed up July 31st of 2019. And
July of 2019. Wait, you bought it September. When did it show up? The problem in 18? Or?
No, that's okay. September of 2017, and the first problem started showing up July 31st of 19.
Oh, okay. So you had a few years. What happened then?
Okay, so anyway, it was a one-day in the shop type thing with a check engine light, and they did a reset on it and sent it back to me, and I got it the next day. January 3rd, it went back in.
Now you're talking about January 3rd of 20, right? The only one we have.
2020, yes. I apologize.
That's all right.
It's okay. It went in for a same-day thing. Then it went back in again March 4th of 20 for 2 days.
Is this all for that check engine?
Yeah. Well, it always throws a check engine light, but usually I've gotten problems of that check engine light.
Hey, Jason,
pointing to
Jason, it doesn't sound like this. It doesn't sound like this truck has had a lot of problems. You're talking about the first time 2 years after you bought it, the second time a year later, and now the third time a month later. But what I want to know is, or a couple months later, is it always the same problem? That's important to know.
Right. It is the same problem.
No, I don't mean the engine light. I mean the ultimate problem. What do they end up doing? Like, what did they do the very first time? They just reset it? They did nothing else?
Yeah, they have run reset. They have replaced multiple parts on the emission system, and nothing clears up.
All right. So in January, they did that again, and then it went back in March. What happened?
Okay, March, they had it a couple of days, and that was on March 4th, and they wound up taking it again on March 31st.
Okay, well, what the hell's going on? When they take it, is it not running, or do you just get the light?
No, so here's the problem. When it gives me an engine code or an engine light, it then throws up a message on screen that tells me, I think you have only a few thousand miles.
Hey, Tom, I got you down. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
This is your power down.
Okay, you sound like you're in a video game, and we can't really understand what you're saying, so reconnect real quick. I had Mark jump in.
All right.
How many miles it goes down to 55, and eventually...
Why am I
Yeah, I'm here. That's kind of crazy. So I missed.
Keep talking. Talk just a little bit.
Hello, testing 1, 2, 3, 4.
Jay.
Okay, you sound fine now.
All right. Thanks.
Warranty or is it?
All right. Hey, Mark.
Hold on. I'm putting you back up.
All right.
If it's a 2000,
you're up.
I'm back.
I
guess I had a connection.
How's that?
Mark, I want here's the deal.
Yeah, you were in and out like crazy.
I'm so sorry. Here's the deal. What I want to know is if they're fixing it, what is wrong with it, and have you tried another dealer? Did you cover that? People that keep going back to the same dealer, sometimes you just have to go somewhere else, and they can find a problem.
What area are you in?
Well, I'm in Westminster, and I bought it in Broomfield, and I have dealt with their limited law department, the General Motors Executive Office.
I'm just saying, Jason, take it to another service department. Just take it somewhere else.
But Jason, it's over a year old. Am I crazy, or is that?
No,
it's not.
It's too late for him. It's way too late for lemon law.
Yeah, there is no lemon law for you, man. It's over a year. There's nothing you're going to do with the lemon law.
Here's what I want to know, and I keep asking, and I haven't gotten an answer. Is it the same problem in the 4 times it's been back? Oh, okay, what's the problem then? What is it? If it's the same thing, what is it?
The same thing is the emission system.
What?
There's a problem with DPF code. It doesn't like the pressure sensor. It doesn't like the diesel particulate.
Then it's different.
It has a problem with regeneration.
It's not one thing. It's not this. It's not widget number 1. It is a number of different things they've tried. They haven't narrowed it down to one thing. They just keep... This tells me it's incompetence. I think you go to another dealer. Have you gone to... Where did you say you live?
I live in Westminster.
Where are you right now? Where are you right now? Where do you live?
I'm in Federal Heights, Colorado.
I'll bet you if you wanted to take, one of the best service departments in the world is Purifoy Chevrolet. If you went to Rowley's place, they would fix it, period. That's it. Or go to another one. Okay. I mean, there are other service departments. Jason, the very first thing you do is go to another service department. You keep taking it back to the same morons. What dealer have you dealt with?
It was Century Chevrolet out in 6105 West 120th in Broomfield.
Then it could be that they just don't know what is going on. It could be that simple. I'm not saying that's the case, but try that first. That's the easiest thing to do, is to get a fresh set of eyes on it. And then once you do that, if that still doesn't work, then what we do is get an independent set of eyes. And if that doesn't work, well, you can make the argument they never, ever fixed this, ever fixed it from the beginning. And even though you can't do a lemon law, I would ask for a recension of the deal because they've never fixed it. Never. And I'll walk you through it. And you can sometimes rescind a deal if they've never fixed it, or at least get the warranty extended, because they can't just drop you if they've never fixed it. So, Jason, first thing, get to another service department. I would suggest Purifoy, because they're really good at nitpicking this stuff. And as we always joke about, it's a 20-minute drive. It's a little more than that, but it's not that bad for just getting this checked. You don't have to go there forever, but have them check this out. That's what I would do. Mark, don't you agree at first a different service department?
Yes, but I still don't understand why he's dealing with a lemon law department. I just want him to really understand you're not going to get a new truck out of this.
Yes, the reason is that's where they sent him to appease him. There's no way he's getting a new truck, not after a year. Or
they'll never agree to it.
No, not after a year. We got more coming up. Okay, listen, we will take all of your calls right after this. Mark. Oh, never mind. I wanted to ask
From faulty breakers to broken windows, to leaky pipes, roofs, and water heaters, homes and businesses around the country can't work until the pros do. That's why Lowe's created credit.
Hey, you taking the dog in, or is?
No, he seems a little better, man.
Cancel culture? Good. I'm going to ask you about it.
Woke me up.
Good.
Cleaning up shit. I was cleaning
I know what they say.
At 11:30. Holy shit. I don't care, whatever. I have a Venmo.
You know, Mark and I talk a lot about using the words the best. We don't like doing that because everybody has their talents and are pretty good. And we say they're great, you know, we love them. But Frank Duran is the best. I don't know how else to put it. When it comes to buying and selling real estate, I have never found anyone better. If you want someone to represent your interests in real estate, whether you are buying or selling, the broker I recommend, Frank Duran with RE/MAX Alliance, and it's Frank Duran, the realestateman.com, 303-920-1622.
Okay.
Mine's attached to a bank account.
Mark, what's wrong with Nico?
We don't know, man. He fucking just had diarrhea like a motherfucker yesterday and this morning.
Huh.
Really bad.
How is he acting?
We're fucking
How is he acting, Mark? How is he acting?
He's acting fine now. We're going to starve him today.
First of all, there are never any upfront fees and never any obligation of any kind. So you truly have nothing to
Sure.
Yeah. So much gain.
Attach it to a card, though.
A credit card?
Yeah.
They're even open nights and weekends.
Yours is, your connection sounds like shit. Did you reconnect?
Yeah, well, don't you, that's why I came back on. Were you hearing me still sound like shit?
A little bit. We'll see what happens.
It said fine. It's fine on Facebook.
Hey, am I still sounding bad or what?
Dropping.
I wonder what it is, man.
In one call, I learned I could combine my Medicare coverage into a single plan.
Hey, Mark, could it be Giardia?
Are we on the different? Oh, we're not.
Could it be Giardia for your dog? It's the one that's very common.
What is it, though?
It's a disease.
It's from drinking, you know, that water. It's like you get when you go to Mexico. It's from drinking the basically virus, bacteria.
Yeah, a lot of it's from beavers. Pills. Was that what it is?
That's what I hear. Like when the fecal matter in the water from animals.
Yeah, but both. I know two dogs that they just recently got pups and stuff. Both of them had it.
Yeah, but he's been with us a long time.
But you know.
He drinks all kinds of fucking shit water.
Yeah, that's it.
Were you drinking out of puddles, Mark?
Were you?
Look at this. This might be what he has.
Giardia, right?
Yeah.
And it's an easy fix, Mark.
Well, it takes a little while though, but you got to go to the doctor.
Just an antibiotic.
Surfaces and soil, food, or water.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Contaminated with feces.
And it's usually beaver feces.
Do I need to get him to the vet?
Well, it says if it's a mild case, you don't need treatment. Mild infections go away in a few weeks.
Yeah, but he stops the shitting though.
Try giving him that diatomaceous earth, and I'm not kidding on that.
Really?
But don't you have to kill the bacteria first?
Well, like say that's is it bacteria or is it a virus?
I don't know. I thought it was bacteria. What is it?
No, it's a.
Is it a virus?
The problem is, I think
it's a parasite. It's a parasite. So it very well could work against.
Right. Call up the vet. Don't you think that's what he got?
That's Mark. 90% of the time, that's the reason dogs get diarrhea.
Just call it that. Let's see if we can't get him in.
90%.
I mean, it's exactly like it.
You know what? You could probably take a sample of his poop and bring in without bringing him in.
I don't know.
Yeah, you can.
I don't know if they do that. Dan brought up something. We might just be able to bring him a sample of the shit.
Poop. We say poop.
It looks like humans can get it too.
Absolutely, they can.
How many times have you had it?
I've never had it.
Yeah, bullshit. You were French kissing your dog.
I freaking cannot stand dogs licking me.
This afternoon, a 40% chance for rain focused on Palmer Divide in the Plains. I'm Fox Purdue, I'm the weather meteorologist Brooks Gardner. With an all-state...
Giardia, how about that?
Okay, how am I? Good?
Coverage for you.
All right.
You can always count on them to be there when you need them most. Plus, when you bundle home and auto, you can save. So call your local Allstate agent today. Are you in good hands?
When he's not talking.
Diatomaceous earth will help you.
What's that?
Diatomaceous earth will help them. It's a parasite.
Find us right now at 630 K-House.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK. Today is my quote day. How about this one? A life spent making mistakes is more honorable and more useful than a life spent doing nothing. Ha! Okay, let's go to the phones and see what's going on. Basically, Jason has a question why something doesn't qualify for the lemon law, so let's go over that. Jason, are you referring to the first call we took with, oh, you are Jason, I'm sorry. Jason we already told him. Here's why. You have to have a problem that can't be fixed on the fourth time. It must be the same problem. And it must affect the merchantability of the car. In other words, if it's something like a knob on the radio, that wouldn't be considered a lemon law. And it must, so if you have something that can't be fixed the fourth time, or you lose the use of your car for a cumulative total of 30 days, but it must be in the first year or during the warranty period, whichever is less. Okay, so that's why it doesn't qualify for the lemon law. Let's keep going. Robert, you say you got a problem with an attorney. What's going on, Robert? Welcome to the show.
Hey, how's it going?
What's happening?
Back, I believe it was May, the end of May,
yes,
the beginning of June last year.
Uh-huh.
I'd paid a lawyer I'm trying to get visitation rights for my daughter, and I paid them $1,200. They said it was $1,200 flat rate. And then I had to pay as we went,
there is no flat rate. It's not allowed. It is a flat rate, but it has to be as a retainer in a trust account, and they only earn it as they go. No matter how they try to do it, it's got to be earned.
Okay.
Let's put it this way: if you played a flat rate and he got it done in a day, that's okay. If it's a flat rate, he can keep it, like a criminal defense. Joe Lazara does flat rates, but it still is considered a retainer. I just want to make that clear. So if you changed your mind, for example, you'd get all your money back. He can't say, unless he started on it, then he would have to pay you by the hour. If you guys parted company for some reason, he would have to then go figure out his hours and charge it against and give you a refund. But it is earned once he completes the task. So I don't know what your fee agreement said. Did you sign, this is important, with every attorney, did you sign a fee agreement?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, that'll dictate what happens. So you paid $1,200, and what else? You were going to pay filing fees?
Yeah, we did that along the way. They told me that I had to pay him $1,200 up front, and then I would never have to pay anything for the case.
That's the flat rate.
Filing fees.
That's the flat rate. That's good. So then what?
And then so we were doing all this, and then she had left in March. I have the paper right here. It said her last day was Friday, March 20th.
You mean she left
and I needed to let them. Yeah, she went to a different firm.
Oh.
And then.
Well, you have to
They told me that I had till March 18th to tell them, and I did. And then they asked me,
wait,
do
March
I want to be
18th
represented
to tell them what? What do you mean, to tell them what?
Well, this is my choices right here they gave me.
What are they?
They said to be represented by Sarah Mitchell, which was my lawyer, to her new firm, or I can stay with them and they'll get me a new lawyer, or I can pick a whole nother lawyer. And so I decided to stay with them because I didn't really have the money, and I had already paid them, and it was a flat rate.
I got you.
And then they told me due to COVID that they weren't gonna hire a new lawyer, so, and they were like, "That's that." But I still have court dates
Okay, hold
left.
on, Robert. They said if you want to stay with them, they would have another attorney.
Yeah.
Okay, so whether there's COVID or not, did they say to you, we don't have enough attorneys and we can't give you an attorney? Is that what they said?
Pretty much they said that she was the only family law lawyer they had.
Now I got it, but then they have to give you a full refund, did they?
No, they keep refusing. They ignore me every time I call them.
Well, they'll lose their entire law license. You cannot screw with a client's money. If truly they did nothing and you paid $1,200 and now they don't have another family law attorney, this law firm is saying you don't get your money back? Don't you tell me that's what they're saying. Are they saying that?
Yeah, that's what he told me. He said that I'm not entitled to a refund.
Did he say why? Did he say they've earned the retainer?
He said that she did most of the paperwork.
Okay, well, if
already.
that's the case, it could be true. I need to see your fee agreement, and then we need to have somebody look at it. What I want to know is, what's the name of this firm?
The Colorado Law Group.
Okay, we're going to have, now, they're going to give us all this crap about we're not allowed to talk. So you're going to have to tell them by email and call that we're allowed to talk to them.
Okay.
Okay? Because they're going to use that as an excuse. The Colorado Law Group took $1,200 up front. How long was it from the time they took your money at the Colorado Law Group until she left the firm? How long?
Probably like 10 months.
Oh, then are you... now, wait a minute. During this 10 months, it's very likely that they used up $1,200, except that you did have a flat fee agreement. So I need to look at this, man. I need to look at the fee agreement. That's really important. And then you should complain to the Bar Association as well and the Attorney Oversight Committee with the Supreme Court. Both of them. Okay? But we're going to call the Colorado Law Group and say that they'll be hearing from you. Deputy Dapp, let's give this to Deputy Doc. All right?
Got it.
They're mainly bankruptcy attorneys. How did you, I don't even know why you can't, how did you choose this law firm, Robert? Did you spin the bottle or what? Well, how'd you find them? Pin the tail on the donkey? Huh?
I had called, I was Googling lawyers, and I don't know, a lot of them were like $1,700 down and like $250 an hour, and I don't have a lot of money.
Oh, I get it. So you picked the cheapest.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I do when I need heart surgery. Yep, I get it. Yeah, I just want somebody cheap. Okay, I'm just joking. We're going to look. No matter what, they shouldn't cheat you. And it sounds to me a lot like cheating if what you say is true. They have to finish this case if you have the right fee agreement. And, oh, man. 303-713-TALK. What's going on, Scott? You said there's a scam going on. How do you know it's a scam, Scott?
They want a gift card, basically.
To pay?
For eBay.
Listen, yeah. I think I can pretty well say to everyone listening, if someone calls and they want you to pay with gift cards, it's pretty much a scam. So they called and said, what about your cable? What did they say?
They said that they would give me 34 months of half off if I paid them 3 months.
Okay, so you pay 3 months up front. Wow.
Right.
Did they? And what did you say?
And they actually set up. They actually set up this number that sounds like Comcast when you call it.
Oh yeah, it's just like they do with Excel Energy. It sounds a lot like it, doesn't it? And all you have to do is pay 3 months up front with a gift card. What kind of gift? What kind of gift card?
eBay. They're partners with eBay now.
Yep, that's we heard this about. Okay, so let's. Did you call Comcast by any chance, just for the heck of it?
I tried to and didn't get anywhere.
Okay, now I want the information. We're gonna make the phone call. And did they know you by name, or did they just cold call you?
It seems like a cold call.
Okay. We're going to do it right in a little while here. Hold on. I'm just making notes. Okay. Let's see what happens here, because I think this is a big joke. Although it says that they have, let's see. Yup, the telephone scam, Comcast eBay card. It is a scam. It is a scam. We're going to call right after the break, right after this.
Master Router First and Century RV.
Gotcha.
This is Denver's talk station. Century RV Short. Now, Michael Brown at 2.
Did he say he did it?
Century RV Short, right? And he's first. Century RV.
Right now, you're looking at a wild.
Hey, did he say he did do it? The card he sent me cards?
Okay, why don't you...
Are you there, Mark? Are you talking?
Make sure that you answer the phone.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Toll roads looking good on the east side, C470 in decent shape on the west side. The weather forecast will be partly sunny. A good chance of afternoon thunderstorms today. They could be severe. Be careful out there. We got a high today of 87. Right now, partly cloudy skies in Denver, and we're sitting at a nice 71. For impact traffic and weather, I'm Pete Wagner, 630 K-How.
With an Allstate agent, you get a local expert and help finding the best coverage for you. And because they live in your community,
Who made this
you can always
quote?
count on them to be there
One
when
of the
you need
great
most.
problems
Plus,
today
when you bundle home and auto,
is
you
that
save.
politics
So call
is
your
such a
local Allstate
disgrace.
agent today.
Good people don't go into government.
All right, Master River Plumbing.
That was probably 100 years ago.
No.
Who said it?
Trump.
Oh, really? Wow, it's a good quote.
50% apparently competition. And if you just need a new faucet or small these are guys, good, honest people who don't charge for estimates and don't charge for trip charges for the Denver metro area, and on top of their already low prices, they give additional discounts to seniors, military, and single income families. Write the number down, you're gonna need
Who said no nation should rise above another nation in importance?
Obama.
Yeah.
On his apology tour.
Yeah. God.
Okay, you're back up. Well, Tom's got one coming up.
Okay.
It's easy. Request a call by dialing 1-888-281-0145 between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. local time. That's 1-888-281-0145.
SentryRV.com, Sentry as in the 100 mark, is for the RV dealership in 2 locations in Colorado, just north of Denver on I-25 and exit 240, and also just west of the city in Lakewood, just north of 6th Avenue between Kipling and Sims next to Woodley's. New and used RVs, brand new, wonderful camper trailers for just $10,000. And that Springdale campers, they have ultralight technology in the Kodiak and more. SentryRV.com, 303-453-1111.
Hey, Mark Ross really went off on the Capitol, how screwed up it looks today. Oh, well, it's all over. It's a 360 degrees. Here's another thing. They put fences up. They go there every night to spray paint on there, even with fences up. They don't guard it.
Why?
Is it really?
Yes.
Every day.
Every night they say they go there and do something.
That's incredible, man.
This is sad.
See, so it's not just a whore-loving mayor. There's a whore-loving police chief there too.
How do you know? Well, we don't know he's whore-loving.
Oh, he's whore-loving. I think we do.
Yeah, but Mayor Hancock was, kind of red-handed with the number. And
Mayor Hancock got caught with a whore.
No, he didn't get caught with her, but kind of.
He was in his phone number was in the
Rolodex.
books. Was in the roll right. The
And
phone.
one of the ladies of the evening said they remember. They're in
Ladies
town.
of the evening. Now that is a classy name for whore.
Actually, you're not supposed to sex shame them anymore, right? Slut shame. No more slut shaming. They're sex workers. Everyone's accepted now. Everyone. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, they're acceptable.
Yeah, now keep it to a minimum, buddy.
Let me tell you, you should have seen this police chief dancing with Stephen Tubbs and Dan Kaplis' interview. He lied, and he danced around the questions.
He never answered?
Yeah.
Did he say he protected them?
He did. He says they stepped in when they had to. And he kept on putting up on the organizer. So Paul the dancer Pazin.
Paul Pazin?
Paul M. Pazin is the police chief. And he is I can't say it. He's as worse as, and he talks, he's a terrible speaker.
Talks a storm?
No, he doesn't talk a storm. He's just, well, yeah, we helped them. They said they're going to have 200 people there to protect, but we don't say that they can't do violence. They're just supposed to, direct people. Seriously, Anybody who lives in Denver, you guys deserve what you get by voting these people in.
They didn't vote for the police chief.
No, they voted for the mayor.
Yeah.
The city.
Appoints the police chief.
The city council. They voted for the city councils.
I love this Italian proverb. I'm going to tell you on the way back in.
Are you teasing us?
Yep. Oh, it's a great quote.
What's a proverb, huh? I like proverbs.
I got way better quotes than you, bro.
I got good ones.
I got the best, though.
Okay, well, hold on. You can do them, but I want to do one.
You do one, and then I'll do one, then we'll ask which quote is better.
Hey, Mark.
Yes.
Howard Hughes said, "I'm not a paranoid, deranged millionaire. I'm a billionaire."
That's a pretty good one.
He was, because a newspaper called him something.
That's putting them in their place. 10 seconds, you are muted.
I love some of these quotes.
303-761-6400.
Hi, I'm Tom Martino. I love this Italian quote. Ready? After the game, the king and the pawn go back in the same box. I love it. Anyway, let's, do you want to try to call this? I want to call this number here. I got the code number and everything. Let's call the scam Comcast eBay number. Let's do it. And then, you know, we can kind of play with them a little. I'll even introduce Mark as one of my, my son who's anxious to get cable. Yeah, Dad. Okay, Scott. We're going to call. Now, we can keep Scott. You can listen. But what I need you to do, Ants, if you can ring the number. And then, wait a minute. Number that called him, which one do we call back on? He has two numbers there. So which one do we call? Do we call the 888 number or the 303 number? I wonder. Do we know?
It's probably the 888.
I was like, I would think it would probably be the 888.
All right, let's try that one. And then when it's ringing, bring it up on the board, and we'll play along.
Right. Hey, I've got a great quote.
Okay. What is it?
No one goes there nowadays.
Oh, I know.
It's
too
too crowded.
I know. We were talking about that earlier. That's Yogi Berra. Yogi Berra. So, we're waiting.
Doc should know who that is. I think Doc's about his age.
I'll put it up.
As soon as it starts ringing, he's going to put that up. It's the Comcast call. I love it. He said, yeah, I don't go. It's too busy. Nobody goes there anymore. That's so funny. But I know what he means. You know, like when you have to wait an hour to get into place. Come on now. Ring. Is it not ringing?
No, she said it's giving her some message saying this call might be monitored or something
okay, well,
like that.
That's fine too.
Monitor recorded.
Yeah,
you know?
well,
that whole like spiel.
Yeah, but then I want it while it's on right now. Are we waiting for?
She said it sounds like Comcast. It's not. Or
tell her to put it up.
Should we go ahead and put it up?
I guess, yeah.
All right.
Hello. It's probably a
Tom,
phone tree
it actually sounds like the Comcast.
That's why it's
okay. Ask Scott which number. Ask Scott. Ask. Okay, you know what? That's because.
Yeah, we'll check with Scott real quick.
Check with
they
Scott.
just copied the Comcast
They
tree.
do. Many times they copy that recording. So ask him which number, which one. He gave us
we'll
two
check with
numbers, and then let's call that one. Now, speaking of Comcast, Greg has a problem. Greg, what's going on with you, Greg? What's happening?
Well, I had a temporary cable laid in my backyard because the original one went bad.
They do that.
So
they do that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then a couple days later, a crew came to bury the original. You know, dig up and bury one, and they're using some kind of hard conduit plastic that they run the cable in.
Sometimes.
And
yeah.
So when they got up next to the house, I have a concrete border around my yard. They took up about a 3-foot section of that because, you know, when they lay that concrete border, they kind of slice it so it's in sections.
Yeah.
They dug that part up, they buried the cable, and then they put the concrete border right back down on top of it, and it sticks up 2 inches.
Uh-huh. That was nice that they put it back.
Well, yeah, but...
No, I'm shocked they did any of that.
Yeah, let me explain something. If that concrete is on the utility easement, they don't have to do anything. they don't take responsibility for that. If it's on the easement, I don't know if it is or not.
I don't think it is on the easement.
Where this concrete...
Look at the pictures.
Okay, there are 2 cable easements sometimes, or utility easements. One goes along the property line that you tap into, and then one is the service line. However, the service line isn't always an easement. Service lines can be your property. Now, if cable came on your property and did this, they should have at least advised you. But here's what they could have done, and you really need to know this, Greg. They could have said, Greg, we can't fix your cable because it's going to require us to bury, to do this. And
but this is even weirder than that. If you look at the picture, man, all you have to do is dig a little bit and replace it. I mean, this isn't even a big deal. You could have fixed this in 20 minutes.
Yeah, what is the big deal?
I can't, because the cable is laying right there.
Oh, they didn't bury it.
It's no deeper.
Oh.
It's no deeper.
They just laid it kind of.
And then my box won't even close now.
I get you. Look,
my cable box.
Here's the thing. They should have done it properly. And the question here is, should they put back landscaping or not? That depends on how bad they want you as a customer. And I mean that.
It just doesn't look hard to fix, man. I'm sorry. In closing that box, you just got to run the wires through it.
He said the cable is not buried there. It's laying underneath it. So he can't.
Okay, so you dig down an inch and push it down. Did you actually look at the picture, Tom?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. What are the 2 black things? That's not cable. Or are they hoses?
That's a hose.
Okay.
Yeah, those are my.
Now listen, man.
It's in a plastic.
I get what you mean.
Plastic conduit.
If you picked up that curb right there, if you picked it up, can you touch the cable, or is it buried at all?
It's right there. I mean, it's no deeper than 2 inches.
Okay. Can I ask you this? Would just that section? Would it be difficult if in just that section you kind of dug that out a little with a hand trowel and just lowered the cable a little so that laid flat? Is that possible?
Yeah.
No.
Why is that? Is it too taut for you to have to lower?
Yeah.
Does the whole thing has to be lowered? The whole thing would have to be lowered, is what you're saying.
Did you see the other picture of what they threw in my trailer? That orange tube?
Yeah. Okay, that's what it is.
That's what the cable is.
All right, you can't,
That's what the cable is in.
So you can't go back, you can't just lower it in one section because it's too stiff. Right, I get you. No, listen, man, they did it wrong. There's no doubt about it. But the question is this. Whose responsibility is it? Well, it's theirs to bury it. They didn't bury it good enough to begin with. Whether or not that you're saying I don't even mind fixing that curbing if I could, but I can't. That's what you're saying. That I'm not even the cable's not down far enough. It's a very good question, and we should call our Comcast people and tell them that listen, man, you simply did not bury the cable enough, and his curbing is on end. And Daphne, if they try to tell us it's not our responsibility to put his curbing back, okay, that's fine. But it is their responsibility to bury the cable, and that's where we're at right now. So I'm with you on that one, Greg. They need to bury the cable, and they didn't even do that. So that's for sure what they need to do. Okay.
And Tom?
Yeah.
I sent an email to Comcast.
I would send a picture, too.
Well, I'm trying to make a connection. We really don't have a good connection, so I'm trying to make that. And I actually did both the scam call and this issue, and so hopefully I'll have an answer for both of them.
Well, did Scott give us the numbers?
Well, I have the numbers, and
but which
so
one, which one did he say they wanted him to call back on?
When we called the Comcast number, the 888 number, it sounds like a true...
I don't care about
That's why it's a scam.
I know, but there's all these prompts, and
no, she's afraid that we'll get real Comcast on when they... But see, I don't think...
I know you did that. You did that with Excel, and I tried to beat it through your head. It's a fake.
It says here.
And as soon as they answer, they sound like they're in India.
I googled the number. And it says I got a Comcast call, and this was they wanted a Best Buy card. Another one said this number.
Yeah,
okay, that's
so you
the
guys
number.
that's
a scam.
They
number.
want this guy to pay by eBay
That's
now.
a scam number, man. It's a scam number. That 888 number is scammer. That's not even Comcast's phone number. I would call it when we come back. I want to talk to him right after this.
Clear. Get found fast and order granted in about a minute.
Tell your smart device to play 630 KHOW on iHeartRadio.
Okay,
Then
Mark,
you can hear
get
news.
down fast.
Impacts your life.
All right,
First up, Mark, tell him.
You're first up.
Available on over 2,000 devices. Now, impact traffic.
This report is
You're on deck.
Allstate.
If you got to get across town, now's a good time to do it.
This is just jacked.
No major delays in the highway drive across the mile high.
This number makes you feel like you're on it.
Looking good through the heart of the city. No major problems in 470 and Highlands.
They're getting better. Of course, like I say, with technology, it's pretty easy to copy.
The city's in good shape, and we're trouble-free on the turnpike at this time as well. What the forecast?
An eBay gift card. This is a scam.
Thunderstorms this afternoon with a partly sunny high of 87. Night thunderstorms will continue overnight with a low of 60.
Everyone should use a little common sense.
71.
This is it. It's a scam.
But absolutely, people should have common sense. But people don't have common sense.
Never.
I mean, gift cards? Come on.
Plus, when you bundle home and auto, you can save.
My mom has fallen. She didn't fall for it. She got stopped, but she would have.
Face-to-face consultation and analysis of your company website. These days, it's more important than anything. Do what Tom and myself did when it comes to referrallist.com and our other social media stuff. Call Get Found Fast. Take them up on the free consultation. They'll even give you some do-it-yourself tips. It won't cost you a nickel, and you'll start showing up on Google a lot better. And they also do advertising campaigns such as pay-per-click, Facebook. You gotta call these guys. Take advantage of the free consultation right now. 303-952-4900. I promise we use them. They're a good company. 303-952-4900. GetFoundFast.com.
The Daily Site.
All right, 30 seconds to order grant.
I'll be right back.
On the news without breaking it down. There's something like simultaneous threads on this show that are coming together at once that I'm like, which one am I going to get?
Yeah, let's look through all the history at once.
It sounds like a TikTok challenge. Look through all the
There you go.
Tell you everything you need to know about American culture without crushing your soul. Listen to the Daily Zeitgeist on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you listen to podcasts.
So where do I go for granite countertops? Well, if I want granite, if I want quartz, if I want solid stone, theartofgranite.com. Any natural stone, they're direct stone importers. And here's what I love about Mitch. If there's no magic, he knows he has great value, so he is going to give you a price on the phone. That's right, when I say there's no magic, he doesn't have to massage those numbers and do a sales job. They're just great prices. Wholesale on all materials. Bathroom free when you do the kitchen. Tear out and haul away free. Get a price on the phone. 303-386-5919. 386-5919. Theartofgranite.com.
Some companies describe the business so well it's shared. Simply Floors Inc. is one of them. Hey, it's Mark Major, and I've used SimplyFloorsInc.com multiple times.
Tell you the other thing, Andrew, it's very contagious to other pets and humans.
Well, how does it spread though? Through mouth?
Right.
Like
Yes.
licking you?
Yep. Licking, food.
They'll show up in their mobile showroom. They'll even help you with design. SimplyFloorsInc.com.
Individual rates, coverage offerings, and savings may vary. Subject to terms and conditions not available in all areas. If you run a small business, you know that dealing with workers' comp insurance can be tedious and costly.
I just order one thing on this damn thing and I get their emails. I always opt out, but shit, if I order one time, these bastards.
So it's a parasite. It's not a bacteria or anything.
We make getting workers' comp a no-brainer. It's simple.
It's a parasite, right?
Yeah.
Best of all, we're helping them save.
You know what? Again, we were blocked out last night. Every night we're blocked. You know, YouTube does it. We may as well not bother putting it up anymore.
Well, no, people do it on real time.
That's right.
That's what they like.
You're right.
What do they say? What song it is?
Yeah, help every time.
See, I never play the whole thing.
I don't know, man.
I said when you start talking is when I put it on and they're in the background.
Check your rate
Let me look at yesterday if I still have it. I'm gonna look every day. I have it. So let me see. All I have to do is look at YouTube and see. It'll come to me, YouTube. Do they have a YouTube address? Is that right? No, I guess not. No. What do they write to me as? I wonder. Can you search like copyright? That like.
Who has it?
No. What I mean is, in my emails, if I want to search that email, okay, let's see. I'm trying to find the email that had me blocked. I'm trying to see keywords. Okay, YouTube. Here it is. Copyright. Right here. Help. Remap. Yep. UMG. Every time.
And they're big. You touched them and now you ate snacks. You're eating snacks that could have Girardi on.
So what do we do then? Mark, I'm gonna cut a new open.
Just don't use something that's going to get flagged.
No. I'm gonna use either something in public domain or I'm gonna buy the rights. In fact, I want to see what it will cost.
Yeah, but if you buy the rights, how do they fucking know that?
Right. How do they know it?
We technically have the right to this one.
Right. Through iHeart.
Actually, how do they know? You're right. They don't.
Right.
You're right.
I don't think they care.
It's easier to block it than.
They lean on the side of austerity.
Whoa.
Did he say austerity or austerity?
It's a word I made up, so shut up.
Octopus, he said.
Hello, Tom Martino here, 303-713-7238-255. RenewHomeInnovations.com, 25% off your beautiful American Standard shower. That's a natural stone look with no maintenance due to the crushed resin and polymers. It's a beautiful system. It's crushed stone and resin. It looks like stone, man. And it's 12 months, same as cash, 25% off. RenewHomeInnovations.com. They do beautiful bathrooms and showers. 303-904-2000. 904-2000. You will love these guys, Nick Fox and his crew. RenewHomeInnovations.com. Okay, so listen. This scam is so pervasive, you wouldn't believe it. We don't have enough time to do it right now going into the top of the hour or the bottom of the hour, however you look at this part of the hour. It's the top of the hour or the bottom. It's the end. Okay, so we're going to come back and do it next hour. But Roger says he has a solution to this concrete that it wasn't really concrete that Comcast messed up. It was concrete curbing. It wasn't like a slab or anything. Go ahead, Roger. What's happening?
It's a border.
Hey,
yeah.
Hey, Tom.
Yeah.
Now, he said it sticks up 2 inches, and he said the cable itself is buried 2 inches below that.
Right.
So remove the dirt that's on top of it, and so when he puts it back, it won't put any pressure, but it'll just simply touch.
Maybe
he's right.
There might be enough padding to do that. There might be.
My only point, Tom, before was if that was you or me, it would be fixed by now.
Yeah, I know. What's the other idea, Roger?
All the others up. Raise all the others up. Or
man, that would be too hard.
That'd be a pain in the ass.
That would be too hard. Besides, it's dangerous where it is now because it goes through his rock garden like that. So, I mean, anything he does with tools or power tools, for trimming could mess up that conduit, even though it's pretty stout. But thank you, Roger, for thinking, and thank you for calling. Now, we are going to call Comcast after the break, and we're going to try to catch the scammer in the act. Now, Wanda, what's going on with Amazon? What's going on? Wanda?
Hello?
Hi, Wanda. What's happening?
You know what, Tom? Yeah. I call myself ordering some help with Best Buy. I clicked on a number, and apparently it was a scammer. So what I have now is a bill with Amazon.
But hold on. What was it? Let's figure out how you went from that to a bill. What were you looking at, dear? What were you looking at?
Okay, I went to Google.
Yeah.
Pulled up Amazon.
Okay.
Pulled up Best Buy. Okay. A little nervous, Tom. Forgive me.
No, it's okay. So you pull up Best Buy, and then what did you do?
And then I clicked on the number to call.
Okay.
But apparently, it wasn't the Best Buy number.
What was it?
It was this person on the line that said, yes, we can help you. I said, I think I've been scammed on my computer. A hacker has gotten into my computer.
But here's what I need to know, Wanda. When you clicked on the number and you thought you were calling Best Buy, what happened when you clicked? What happened?
This guy answered the phone.
Okay.
Like he was
all right. Can you do me a favor and give Daphne the site off the air? I'm going to help you. Hang on, Wanda. I know what to do. Hang on. I want to look at this, and I want to try to duplicate it. But meanwhile, it's going to be easy to take care of, I think. We have more coming up, including the scam from Comcast. I'm Tom Martino. Get your calls in at 303-713-TALK. We're getting through them quickly. You're not...
What's that?
I just read something on YouTube from a South Korean journalist.
Yes.
That nobody has seen or heard Kim Jong-un since April 11th.
No, I think he came out after that, didn't he?
I think he did too.
Yeah, I think that's old news. No, I think they did it. Yeah, they did it. Now I'm going to click on. I don't think this is the one though. I think she got the wrong one.
Wrong what?
She said she Googled Best Buy, so then she clicked on that, and then she clicked on the link on the top right to call. Although no one ever does that with. First of all, the top right isn't where you call. I don't get it. What do you think happened to her?
I don't think it was Best Buy.
Yeah.
I don't even know how Best Buy's in business.
Why?
I just can't stand Best Buy.
Yeah, I know. They're not great, but every once in a while they have something.
Like what?
Like an adapter or something, but...
ABC News, I'm David Wright. President Trump is threatening to send federal law enforcement officers to Chicago.
Leave it all alone. He should leave the cities alone and let them burn.
Why? Then he looks bad. He's got no control over his own country.
Then it shifts. It shifts from the inaptitude of the mayors to him. And they blame him for everything that happens.
I agree with that.
Everything that happens. They take the shit. They take the focus off of the morons doing the damage.
Right. And there was moms in Portland that had their arms saying, you know, go away, federal. We're the moms here. I mean, it's just let Portland burn.
They're terrible.
That's the only way it'll get solved. Burn it down.
Yeah, that'll be great for the re-election.
It's,
when he was president, they burned down New York City and Portland. Oh, wow, that's who we want. That's who I want, a fucking president that has no law and order. Let everybody do what
he does have law and order when they ask. They do when they ask.
When it comes to, no, they'll ask eventually because they want to know what to do. But if he goes in there, they blame it all on him. They're going to say that the escalation of violence was his fault.
Absolutely. You can't see that.
He's going to be blamed, Mark. That's the point I'm trying to make.
It doesn't matter which way it goes. He's still going to be blamed.
Right, but look at, who cares? Oregon's going to vote Democratic, and so will New York State. Who cares? Let them burn.
I just disagree with you guys.
Well, you're in the wrong here.
Mark, you came out of the womb saying, I disagree.
Get back in the...
nuts, guys.
Get back in the womb.
You came out. If I delivered walk, I would
definitely
back in.
And let it city burn down if you have control.
Deputy Doc said if he delivered you, he would have slapped your mom.
I would have pushed you back in.
For example,
he wouldn't have slapped you, he would have slapped your mom.
That was good.
Oh man, that's funny.
When I shop around,
it says on YouTube, you may not use any portion of copyrighted material, anything that they hear.
And believe me, if SelectQuote isn't shopping for your
and 11 seconds is absolutely a myth.
No. I'm talking a newscast. You can use it all you want.
No. I'm
I'm
talking about the help.
But I never said 11 seconds.
No, I know it. But that was a myth that was said there.
But there is something called fair use even on YouTube. If I was doing a story about Paul McCartney dying and I said his most famous song was Yesterday, and there were a few seconds of Yesterday with him playing it, then they would, normally it would be news coverage, they wouldn't take it down.
So here says,
I'm just talking about...
If they bring it up, if the owner of it brings it up, if they hear any of it, boom, it's off.
Well, so what do you do with that help? Do you pay for that, Tom?
No, but here's what happens usually.
Yeah.
Usually, when you're in the media business, you have a certain amount of fees that you pay every month for the right to use what's called a general library. They see the size of your company, the size of your audience, and they calculate a price for a radio station to pay, for a restaurant to pay, for a whatever you have to pay. And whatever you are, you pay accordingly, and then you're left alone. If you have a broadcast facility, you also pay. But here's the deal. News coverage, if it's a true news story about the artist or about the work, you have a certain amount of fair use. But what we do is not fair use. We're not talking about help.
So you pay for that?
Huh?
So do you or the station pay for that?
We pay BMI fees, but it's not meant for streaming.
Right.
It's
YouTube
only
or
Facebook.
Facebook.
It's meant for the radio station.
YouTube is the worst. They hear
YouTube
anything.
is in addition. What I'm saying is YouTube is in addition.
They want more mono there?
Yeah. So anyway, it's in addition to that. But there is a fair use that you are allowed if you do it properly. So a lot of people think fair use is just being able to use a few seconds, period. It's not. It's fair use does not automatically mean that you can use it. Fair use means it's for journalism. Fair use is. So anyway, long story for nothing, but that's it.
How's this one? Count on Me. That would be a good one, huh? Count on Me by Bruno Mars.
No, you can't. That's the same problem. We'll run into the same problem.
That would be good. No, you could just see UMG. They're very protective. You got to find someone without...
Yeah, but I think anybody will be. Don't you guys? Come on.
Well, not if he doesn't... I mean, if you just a little snippet, it's just that they're protecting that Beatles. I don't know why.
I think
because Michael Jackson owns them.
Who does?
Michael Jackson.
The catalog, you mean?
I think so.
Yeah, he owns some of it, but Paul McCartney owns a lot too.
Well, who owns UMG?
I don't know. That could be McCartney. I don't know. I don't know.
They own, hold on.
Guys are back in about 30 seconds.
30 seconds we got.
$750 million.
Calling into that number right now.
Making Sony the sole owner of the Lennon-McCartney catalog.
Go with the sure thing.
Goddamn.
McCartney doesn't own shit.
It's your chance to win $1,000. Text the nationwide keyword.
Nor should he.
To 200. Confirmation text and info.
I'll tell you what, that McCartney was so overrated, man.
That's fun. To 200.
Mute.
This is the Troubleshooter Show.
I'm Tom Martino. This is the only show of its kind. We're going to be calling this number that's been trying to scam people, claiming they're from Comcast. So as soon as this starts ringing, I'll be interrupted, and I'll get on there, and I'll talk to them. They claim they're from Comcast, offering special deals and discounts due to COVID, and they ask for a code, and they want a gift card and all of that, and we're going to have a little fun with them. Mark and I have done this several times. In fact, when you look on YouTube, you're going to see some of those videos we've done. The funniest video we ever did was the one where, oh my God, Mark posed as, how do we say this, my son who is slow, or my nephew, and well, I was his minister, I don't know. You got to listen to this bit. It was the craziest thing we've ever done. Mark pretended that he was so excited about this deal to be able to get this gift card that he needed to send money in but didn't have any money, so he was going to take it off of his uncle who was sleeping. And then there were sounds of a guy snoring, and then he supposedly, this guy on the phone bought the whole thing. He said, okay, now be careful. So Mark pretended he was going over to get the money out of his pocket or the credit card, and he woke up and Mark shot him. And then you hear the gunshots. And then when Mark was going to buy the gift cards, he was so happy he had his minister. He called his minister to give thanks for it. And when he was in line, the church choir was there, and they were singing praises because Mark had promised to donate some of the millions to build a church. Mark, do you remember that? Oh, it was.
Oh yeah, the guy finally hung up when he thought it was a real murder. He thought I really shot him.
We got him.
Then he had the nerve to call back.
Tom?
Yeah.
He's on. He's on. Get him.
We got him. Dap has him on hold right now. Hold on.
Let's go. I want to go.
Up.
Hello. I want to pay. I got to get this discount. I got the card, I think. Sir? Hello?
He's up.
Hello?
Yes. Hello?
Yeah. I'm sorry. My secretary put you on hold. So I got this call about what do I need to do to get this COVID discount? Because I'm working from home now on my...
Let me pull up your account information first of all.
Yes.
May I have your phone number associated with your account, please?
Yes. It's 303-302-6136.
Thank you very much. And may I have your name, please?
Tom Martino, Martino. And that's my business.
Thank you very much,
there.
Mr. Martino.
That's my business number.
And do you have any alternate phone number, your cell number?
I don't have, no, that's the one for this. I don't have any other phone number on this account, no. I have a private cell number I'd rather not give out, though.
Okay, can you please tell me on which number did you receive the call?
I received the call on my cell number, but but I don't have Comcast on that phone.
No, sir. That's the number actually on your Comcast account. So
the number on the call screener.
Please.
Okay. Okay. Here it is. Here it is. 303. You're not good. You don't sell this number, do you?
No, sir. Don't worry about that.
303-346-3636.
All right. Thank you very much. So that's 303-346-3636,
yes,
right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, I do see that you have received a call regarding this promotion. Now, do you understand all the details? Or,
no, I don't. That's why I'm calling back.
What did they tell you?
I didn't get the call. Scott did, my nephew.
No problem.
Okay, so what is going on?
Uh-huh. Okay.
He said something about a discount. What is? I have a pretty big bill with Comcast. So what's the discount?
Yeah, basically, we are currently running a promotion with the different companies like eBay, Amazon, Apple, Google. Basically, they are marketing their new stuff in the market, and we are promoting them. And in return, they are providing us these discounts for our existing customers of Xfinity.
So what do I do to get the discount? Because I'm paying like $275 a month right now.
Yeah, that is correct. Just bear with me a moment. I'm just pulling up your
I have
information
listen,
here. So
I have broadband, I have TV, and I swear I think it's about $270, something. Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Can you please grab your recent bill with you?
Oh, man, I didn't know you were going to ask this. I don't have a bill with me. Hold on. Let me just check. Hold on. I think I might have it on my computer, but I don't know if I have the bill with me. Hold on. I keep this here. Let me just see. I keep everything online, some of it. I mean, not everything, but let me just see if I have a bill. I don't know if I do or not. What do you need off the bill?
No problem.
What do you need?
Okay, I would be requiring your Comcast account number.
Oh man, hold on. Okay, I do have my account number. Hold on, I do. Now I have one for my office. I think you want the one for the office. That's the one where I have the bigger bill. Is that right?
That is correct.
Okay, hold on. I'm ready. You want it?
Yes, whenever you are.
8497 3333 0157 6174.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay, and you have a Comcast services at your residence and also
at my business.
At your business as well.
Yeah.
And the account number you're providing me, that's for your business, right?
Right.
Okay. All right, just a moment.
Okay. I don't know where you're calling from, but man, around here it's so hot. I have itchy ball syndrome, and I don't know if you've ever heard of it, IBS. But man, is it painful. Whew. So that's why I've been a little distracted.
I'm so sorry about that.
It's something that I've been afflicted with this for years. A lot of people have IBS. It's irritable bowel syndrome. Mine's itchy ball syndrome. It's a little different, but powder helps a little. Powder. But anyway.
Okay. I hope you get well soon, man.
Yeah. It's
okay.
I can't itch too much. It gets
I do
embarrassing.
see that. Okay. Did they explain you the prices? How much the prices are going to be?
No. That's why I was calling. He didn't really tell me. He just said, "Look, you might want to call because of because he heard me complaining about this just the other day. Because with COVID, I'm doing all my work at home. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Okay. All right. I do see the new prices which is going to be on your account. Okay. That's going to be $174.99 per month.
That's $100 savings. What's the catch? What's the catch? That's $100 savings.
Okay. Yeah. Basically, as I told you, we are promoting eBay in the market. Okay, one of the company which is sponsoring you for this promotion, and we are promoting their eBay gift card in the market. So what you need to do in order to get this promotion, you need to prepay your account with Xfinity for the first 3 months. So according to $174.99 for the first 3 months, that needs to be paid. Once you pay that, you won't be paying anything for next 3 months. And after 3 months, you'll start paying from the 4th month, $174.99 for remaining 21 months.
Okay, and hold on. How do I do this? How do I do this? How do I pay the bill? You want a credit card?
No, basically, as I told you, this is being sponsored by eBay. So what you need to do in order to get this promotion, for the first 3 months bill, which is, let me calculate that for you, $174.99 for 3 months, that's going to be $524.97. Once you make that payment, with that payment needs to be paid with the eBay gift card, which you can purchase from any of the local stores.
So do I just go? So do I just send it? Do I send it to my regular Comcast, where I send my Comcast bill? Then do I send an eBay card?
Basically, you will be calling us back.
Okay.
Okay. You will be having an eBay gift card with you. On that eBay card, there will be a 13-digit card number. With that card number, we'll be updating the payments on your account.
And that's it. What else is there a catch to this
That is
at all?
correct.
There's no catch to this.
No, sir. There is no catch, and your services will remain same. But let's say if you'll be adding any extra services in your Comcast account, that'll be extra on the top of $174.99.
Who do I ask?
Rental per
who
month?
Do I ask for when I call back? Who do I ask for?
Sir, anybody, just call back and let them know that you'd like to make the payments for the promotion.
Okay.
And you need to provide them your promotion code. Do you have that with you?
Oh, hold on. Yes, I do. Hold on. I do. It is CX8032. Is that it? Yep.
Okay. That is correct. Yes, sir.
8032. All right.
That is correct.
Okay.
Okay. So you need to provide them this promotion code. Along with that, you need to provide your eBay gift card.
Hey, by the way, do your balls ever itch like mine? Do they ever? Do you ever? I mean, I just wonder I wonder what people do about it. I heard.
Yes, obviously it does. But
I heard that curry is good for that.
I'm not sure, sir.
Okay. Well, in any case, I will send you this card number as soon as I get a hold of it. And meanwhile, if you come up with a cure for IBS, will you let me know? I'd be happy to pay for that too. I fool around a lot about it because if I don't, I'm going to have a nervous breakdown. You know, it does drive people mad, by the way. People have been known to really... do you know all these protests going on? A lot of these people out there had IBS. That's why they were out there protesting. And they were using the excuse that they're out there protesting for another reason. But some of them had IBS. Yep. Anyway,
I'm not sure about that.
Where are you calling from? Where are you?
Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
And the Liberty Bell. Yep. Okay, I'm going to call back. What is your name, by the way?
My name is Alex McCoy.
Alex McCoy. Jeez. And my name's Habib Hubab. Listen, man, you're no more Alex than I am, and you know this is a big scam. You know it is. You know it's a scam. You know you've been calling people all over and telling people to pay with gift cards. You know none of it's true, and I'm so ashamed. I recorded this entire phone call, and this whole thing's a big scam. It's a big scam, and you know it. You should be ashamed of yourself, sir. You should be ashamed of yourself. Are you? How do you sleep at night taking money from people? How do you do that?
I'm sorry?
Sir, I'm an investigator. This is all recorded. You are busted. This is a scam. Why do you keep doing this?
I think you got the wrong information.
I don't have the wrong. Then prove you're from Comcast. You prove it. Because usually what happens...
Yes, I am.
Prove it. Give me your ID number, your employee ID badge. Give it to me.
Yeah, sure. It's R3109.
This guy thinks fast. Listen, I don't want to give you a hard time.
I'm sorry?
I don't want to give you a hard time, but you are really a liar. Because, first of all, the numbers I gave you were all fake, and you said you pulled up my account. My name's fake. Everything I gave you. It's a scam. We know that. I'm trying to give you a chance to come clean. So
No, sir. I think you got the wrong information. So.
Repent. See, I have my minister on the phone because I told him that there was somebody who needed to repent, and he said he would come on the phone. Reverend Mark.
Repent.
Reverend Mark, did you hear the whole thing? Reverend?
Yes, my child.
What do you think?
I think Brother Scott there should repent.
Yes.
Or Habib.
It's Alex McCoy.
It's Alex.
Alex McCoy.
I'm sorry, Alex. Alex
who's
McCoy.
Habib?
No,
repent,
that's me. Why don't you just repent, Scott? Repent. I mean,
why don't you cut off our Comcast right now?
I'm getting all my names.
Cancel our Comcast.
Yes, cancel our Comcast. If you're from Comcast, cancel it right this minute. I want it canceled.
And if you can cancel it, I'll tell you what. We'll give you $500 just for playing.
Yeah. Okay. Listen. We're not supposed to be joking around because we do serious business. Our job is busting scammers, liars, cheaters, rip-offs, all that. And Mark,
hey, Habib, be honest, man. How much do you get? Let's say we did give you $500 worth of these cards.
He's not
how
gonna be
much
honest.
do you get, and how much does your boss get?
He's not going to be honest. He's not going to tell us
hey,
how much.
Just because he's a thief doesn't mean he's not honorable.
I
think I get 10%.
You do? Okay, he is honest.
That's it?
He's an honest crook. You get 10%. Now, do you work with a lot of other people in that phone room, or is it just you? Be honest.
Yes.
A lot of people
Guess
do this.
what?
Do you call all over the country?
No.
Do you call all over the country or all over? Do you find Americans to be quite gullible? Do you get a lot of people who believe it?
Got a break soon?
Huh? Do you get a lot
I think he is being honest.
An honest crook. Thank you for...
Out of 50 calls, do you get one person to pay?
Yeah, what's your closing ratio? What's your ratio? 1 in 100?
Got a break soon.
301.
What? You only get 1 out of 300?
Yes.
I might give him money just because I feel sorry for him. Are you trying to feed your family? Really?
Yes, I am.
You know what? I'll bet you are.
Sure.
But why do you cheat people? Why don't you just do it the honest way?
Trying, but you know.
I kind of believe this guy actually.
I do too. In fact, for some reason, I'm starting to feel bad for him.
Me too. I really am. I'm
really got to go to break.
Okay, I got it. Okay,
I'm willing to do this.
Hold on.
Daphne, I'm being serious.
Well, I know, but Daphne's got to keep him off the. I got to do this first, Mark. Hold on, Daphne. Would you take this, please?
All right.
All right. Take it. Get his information.
Keep this guy up. I've got a great idea for him.
All right,
I'm going to give him some money.
Clear.
Hello? Yes?
Let's try to get him to get us a gift card.
Hey, Tom, did you want to do both these here?
Yeah.
I will bet you don't get them.
We can get a gift card out of him, man. He sounds like a genuine thief, doesn't he?
Well, I mean, I guess if you're hungry, you'll do what you gotta do, right? Try to ask him where he's from. Because I'm kind of...
Sheridan Auto Tech is the place to go for honesty, integrity, experience, value, knowledge. Have I said enough adjectives yet? I'll tell you what, more than 20 years in business, thousands of satisfied customers that Kevin calls a family of customers, and you can be one of them. Seriously, whether it's regular maintenance or you have something you need fixed immediately. He has 2 locations, in Lakewood, and that's just west of Wadsworth on Colfax, or on Havana in Aurora, just south of 6th Avenue. 303-455-7242, SheridanAutotech.com. And another person that I'm proud to represent, theartofgranite.com. Wholesale on all materials, bathrooms free when you do the kitchen, tear out and haul away's free. You've heard all of this, right? But I'm serious. If you're shopping, you would be crazy not to try theartofgranite.com. Get a price on the phone and talk to Mitch, the owner. 303-386-5919. 303-386-5919.
It's the perfect Power Business Refresh during Dell Technologies Cyber Savings Event. It starts now with up to 50% off high-performance Windows 10.
Now, Ants, in the past, these guys have been famous for dropping F-bombs and stuff, so be careful, right?
And simplify PC.
Yeah. Gotcha.
See, as a service, Dell Technologies recommends Windows 10 Pro for business.
We're trying to make sure he doesn't get in trouble for this, because sometimes they have strict punishments on him.
I don't even know where he's calling from. I'm serious.
I don't think he's from Philadelphia. I'm going to go out on a limb.
And tell him, seriously, we are not going to give him a hard time. We want to talk to him.
Tell him we're going to help him. Help him out. We're going to send him cards.
You can tell him exactly what we're doing. And even tell him we're on the radio. I don't care.
See what...
More coverage than original Medicare. My prescription drugs are included. Plus,
if I know Daphne, she's going to adopt him and send him food.
Plus, it's the only plan in the AARP name. So if you are turning 65 or have questions about the mysteries of
you want to talk about a SAP, that's Daphne.
Healthcare at 1-855-283-2836.
Jesus, SAP or SAP?
1-855-283-2836. Or go to
saying she's a believer.
She's just a really good person. Unlike some people I work with, which shall remain nameless.
That's right. That's good to learn. Nameless. Yeah, you never know if the guy's just going to go off or whatever.
Hey, Nellie? Okay, I want you to call this number. 303.
See, I bet you this show is, this job for Doc has upped his dating game.
8255. All right, now I'll get you on the air.
Sounds like this is a hot one. You know what I'm hooked on? I am seriously hooked on organizing bags.
Organizing bags?
I'm crazy. No, I'm telling you, I am. You know how some people...
You're hooked on organizing.
Yes, organizing. I am a. You know how some people are hoarders? I'm the opposite.
I think you are a compulsive orderer.
Compulsive what?
Orderer.
I know.
So you're always ordering things.
No. I order things that I need to keep organizing. Does that make sense?
But you also order stuff if you hear about it.
I know.
I have never.
Like that.
How do you know?
Well, that boiled meat thing.
But I didn't order that. I never got a sous vide. He didn't like his, so I didn't get it.
Oh, okay.
But I did get the steamer. I got the.
I don't like my steamer. I got it too.
You are the ultimate consumer.
But I really don't have a lot of material things, so I really don't honestly. I only have what I need. That's the truth. I give a lot of stuff away. But like.
Well, I think Ant's talking.
Simply put,
But that steamer, I got an okie doke.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Ant. I'm here. Yeah. What's happening?
All right. When we come back, we won't be able to hold on for that long because I know they'll probably want me to dismiss closer to the 30, and we went over. But Alex had to go. He gave us his direct line. Dad said whenever we have more time to talk,
all right, good.
So call him back.
All right, good.
It's a good point whether it works.
So I had Steam Pros come to my house yesterday.
Oh, how'd they do?
I hope they did well.
They did a good job.
They're good.
But
there's a but.
No, tell me.
They didn't show up till 5:30.
Oh, okay.
And it's supposed to be between 2 and 4.
No, I know.
And I said,
everyone's having this problem.
No, I said all you guys needed to do was call me. And apparently there was some kind of flat tire or something.
Okay.
I said, call me, say you're going to be late.
Was the job good?
The job was great.
Good.
The kid was really nice.
Thank you.
I gave him a $20 tip.
Who?
Nope.
Okay, hold on. This is Tom Martino,
your troubleshooter. Okay, listen, we are so overtime, but I'm still going to take some calls. Now, listen, we got that guy's direct line, and we're going to call him. We like to know what makes him tick. Daphne, did he say he's in India right now? Is that where he is?
Yeah, I specifically asked him, and he said, yes, he's in India. It's a call center of 5 people. He said, I have to go because my boss is walking this way, and I'm going to get in trouble. But he gave me his direct number.
Yeah, I know.
So it'll look like he has a call. But he says he has a family, and he was really opening up.
He could be playing us, though. We never know,
This
right?
is true. Yeah, this is true. I didn't offer him shoes or anything.
No, but Daphne, like I said, if I knew Daphne, she's going to pay his plane fare, get him over here, and sponsor the family. So we got to.
He's going to live with you, Tom. That was the offer.
We have to save Daphne from herself. Wanda, I know we had you, and you're very confused. I hope you're still on. We do want to help you, dear. Are you there, Wanda?
I'm here.
Okay, good. And Wanda, I want to tell you something. Even if we have to help you off the air, we're going to help you. So you clicked on something.
Thank you.
No, we will. But I want to know some general information. You clicked on something which got you somewhere, and some guy answered. Now, was this on your cell phone or on your computer? Because a lot of people don't know how to make calls on a computer.
Now, this was on my computer. This was on my cell phone.
Yeah, okay.
That I've got.
Now, when the guy answered the phone, did he sell you something, the guy that answered the phone?
What he did, I was asking for help, and I was trying to get in contact with the Geek Squad at Best Buy.
Okay.
Now, all of a sudden, he's the guy that's working with Geek Squad.
Okay.
Geek Squad.
Right.
And he's going to help.
Okay.
So he needed to get this equipment to come out to my house to make sure my computer was running good.
So what did he say?
I ordered the information. He told me was $1,900.
Oh my God!
So I put it on my credit card.
Oh no! What did he tell you to order?
Credit card.
And hold on, did he tell you to send the stuff to him directly, and he was going to take it over to your house?
Now he was going to send a guy out with this equipment.
That's what I mean. But the equipment. When you went, listen, did he take your credit card info, or did you go to Amazon and order it?
No, he took, once he was on when I paid for the equipment. He was on the phone.
When you say on the phone, how did you pay? Wanda, please, just very short answers. He was on the phone. Did you go online and make the purchase on Amazon, or did you give someone over the phone your number? your credit card number.
Apparently when I was paying for it, he was on the line.
But Wanda, I'm asking you if did someone literally ask for your number at any time where you said 44837? Did you give your number verbally, or was it online?
Online.
So you never, there's no way for him to get your credit card number if you never said it to him. That's what I'm getting at. You were online. Who were you online with? Who? What site were you on?
I was on Best Buy.
So Tom,
it was probably a fake Best Buy.
Yes, she went to Best Buy and it had that number and she called it, but when she tries to look it up again, she cannot find it. She cannot recreate it.
She was cheated.
Exactly.
She got hoodwinked.
She's got to dispute this charge as fraudulent. She can't tell them this whole story, Daphne. Listen, let me take a break and come back and save her. Please, Wanda.
Clear? Excel Roofing and QC Manufacturing in a minute. Do you got both these? You want to give him one?
Hey, Dan.
Yeah.
No, I don't think we should on these because of the personal relationships. Gotcha.
Oh, these are great tweets.
This report is sponsored by EnviroTest Air Care, Colorado.
Who's tweeting what?
Look at the Fox News, the main, it's Joe Biden's guy.
What does he say? What does he think about this problem?
He's anti-woman, that's for sure.
Who's that?
Where do you see?
Who's anti-woman?
What's his name? Oh, I got, read the tweets, top Biden communications aides, has history of sexist. It's that black dude, right?
Yeah, click on it.
Click on the black dude?
No. Go down
Is Joe Biden going to,
You mentioned, right, 10 seconds till Excel Roofing and QC Manufacturing.
who's he going to have as his running mate?
Including long
Yes, all black women on his short list. All black women on his short list.
No, also, what's her name is on there?
No, I'm just saying.
ExcelRoofing.com, as in excellent, EXCEL. If you want to know how to do roofing right, just contact Jay Brett's Excel Roofing. Now here's what he did. He started in '93 and he said, I'm going to do all work 100% up front with no money, and you only pay a cent, and you don't pay a cent until you're content. Jay is the owner, always accessible to customers, and they do repairs as well, plus they do, of course, full steam roofs, and you will love the way they do business. I've known Jay for many, many years. He's done roofs for me, okay? And they have rock-solid warranties. He's been on my referral list since day one. Our children even play together. Listen to this. If you have any concerns at all, you talk to him directly. He has a project manager on each job, and they start and complete your job and your job alone before they move to the next. That supervisor is just for you. 303-761-6400, excelroofing.com. All right. I've said this enough that you have to know that this is the best investment I've made so far. Quiet Cool of Colorado. This is QCcolorado.com, my whole house fan. Dan will tell you today. Again, I turned it on, cools the entire house down, and then the air conditioner works less. You use it at night, air conditioner works less. If you have a full basement, you can keep it on medium all day long if that basement stays cool. It's whatever is cooled down will go through the entire house. It destratifies the air or evens it all out. It doesn't take much installation, about an hour. And it's just a small grill in the upper ceiling of the upper floor, the ceiling in the upper floor. And then the fan is remote mounted so you don't even hear it. QCcolorado.com. I absolutely love it. 720-398-4510. Call me, let me know what you think about yours. QCcolorado.com.
Rachel, are you concerned about the future and how to protect your home? Do you want to become mortgage safe? Take a affordable interest mortgage.
Man.
With home values still...
Tom?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Walmart to spend $428 million on new worker bonuses, and they're closing on Thanksgiving.
Can we get them on, you think?
Wow, we'll change it.
That's fucking insane.
Yeah. Well, trying to keep people.
This time, though, I don't want her answering and putting it on hold. I want to answer the phone. I want to be the one to say hello. That's the way to do it. Okay.
720-895.
It's Best Buy this time as well.
Right.
895-0500. We are locally.
Wow, that's crazy cool.
Our reputation of putting you first was.
Miles will love that.
Love what?
Let us help you protect your home. Take AIM, 720-895-0500, where it's all about you.
All the bonuses have totaled $1.1 billion.
Where?
Walmart.
For all their employees?
Yup, and they're closing on Thanksgiving. Ha!
56, I was just.
They're blowing shit up, man. They are changing the way the world runs.
What numbers are we talking about? I didn't erase them. Which numbers are we talking about?
So you said somebody erased it down to the general notes down?
Here, I'm gonna do the what I'm doing Control Z, and nothing is there that I did. Everything you do will come back if you do Control Z.
No problem. We were just checking to see if it was real market somebody.
All right.
We got it back.
All right, thanks.
No problem. You're all good.
What are you looking for?
She needed a number that was on the call screener. You don't ever delete stuff from there, right?
Me?
Yeah.
Only my own stuff.
Yeah. Hey, has anyone heard from Deputy Clint?
Yeah, I talked to him about a week ago.
How's he doing?
Good. His teeth are kind of bothering him and stuff because he hasn't been able to go down there and finish up.
He hasn't been able to, has he? Because of COVID, right?
Some of that, but they kind of opened it up that they can go down there, but they can only do it like till noon or something.
He's had a lot of problems with his teeth.
Well, he's got the implants.
Yeah.
His entire mouth rotted out of his head. It did.
Well, it's hereditary.
Well, yeah, that's what he said, but I think it's from not taking care of him. That's for Arkansas.
You know what he did say, which is probably true? It's he was a mouth breather because of sinuses.
Yeah.
Hey, here we go.
Hello, Tom Martino. You are Troubleshooter 303-713-TALK. 303-713-8255. Welcome to the show. Now, Wanda, guess what happened to her, Mark? When she clicked on that number, it was somebody in India again. She got burned again. India must have like an entire department in that country dedicated to screwing Americans. I don't know what it is and why so many of those scams originate there in these call centers.
Third world, four countries.
It's not going to work.
That's all right.
I'm sorry, man.
No problem.
Because we had a tough time with the broadband. We couldn't get that second mic going. But I just need to know what we're going to do for her. So, Daphne, how far did it go? She gave her credit card number online to those scammers, and they basically charged. How much, Wanda? How much has been charged so far? Do you know?
I owe Amazon because I disputed, Tom, my credit card. And so now
you need to do more than that, Wanda. You need to close that credit card and get a new one. Please. Here's why.
I did.
Oh, thank you. You're smart. Thank you for doing that. So now you have a new card, but then Amazon came back and said, you owe us for this stuff, right?
That's correct.
Yeah, well, we'll take care of that. You need to call Amazon and tell them you were scammed, that somebody else did it in your name. Don't go on to the whole story. Don't bother. Don't do it.
Don't tell them. Don't tell them you gave the credit card number
don't
at
tell
all.
them anything.
Just say you have no idea.
You know, Bezos can do without your $1,000. What you do is say, this was a scam. It wasn't me. Okay? My credit card was hacked. That's really what happened, Wanda. Your credit card was hacked. So, have you called the real Amazon at all yet?
I did call the real Amazon, and they told me how much I owed.
How much?
I tried to give them the credit card.
Wait.
18.
Okay. You didn't give them your new credit card, did you?
No, I did not.
Good.
I have not. But what I'm saying to you now, they have disconnected my Fire Stick, my Alexa, because I can't get a hold of them. And every time I call,
Wanda.
That's why I called.
You know what? I'll help her.
Good.
I need her info.
Good. Wanda, we're going to take care of you because
I'm going to call them up for you, Wanda. And I'm going to need some information.
I did not realize. Hold on. I didn't realize how Amazon fights back. If they were scammed, what did they do? They disconnect your Fire Stick and what else?
And my Alexa, everything is disconnected.
So because it's all It's all part of the Amazon account. If they disconnected her account because they think she's scammed, it's all gone.
When she said Alexa on the phone to me, did you hear it activate? It did. It just
activated. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. So your Alexa doesn't work. What does it say? Pay your bill, Wanda. What does it say?
It says that my Wi-Fi is not connected.
Yeah, but you don't get Wi-Fi through Amazon, do you? No.
My Alexa is connected to Wi-Fi.
I understand that.
They disconnected her Alexa account. That's what she's saying.
I'm sorry. I didn't hear you.
No, we got it.
I understand.
Mark's going to take care of you.
Email me all her vitals.
Mark, thank you. Wanda, Mark's going to take care of you.
You want to hear something about India?
What?
Listen to this, man. This is real information.
What's that?
Only 46.9% of the 246 million households have toilets, while 49.8% defecate in the open. Now, that's just one. Listen to this. More people have cell phones in India than indoor plumbing. That's amazing to me.
Yeah, well, you know what? That's happening all over the world, where third world countries have cell phones because they don't need infrastructure anymore. You see, and that's where the other stuff requires infrastructure. So cell phones are easier to get.
Yeah, but at some point you start developing plumbing, right?
Yeah, but cell phones are easier because you just put up a tower.
True.
You got cell
and
phones.
Cheaper, way cheaper.
So, Daphne, I see Jason coming back like herpes on the phone here. And I don't mean that against him personally, although I think I just called him a virus. He wants to know why his truck doesn't qualify for the lemon law.
The lemon law has to be done, Jason, in the first 12 months and have the same problem for more than 30 days.
No,
it can be continuous, but more than 30.
Bring him up, Jason, because I know what he's going to say, but they never fixed it. It doesn't matter. It's up to you to pull the trigger within the first year. You have to pull the trigger.
12 months.
Or it doesn't happen, Jason. If you start going through the lemon law, you will just waste your time. Does that make sense to you? I see that he's on. Is he on there, or is that just left over? Can somebody talk to me?
No, I have him up.
Okay, thanks. Jason, are you there, sir? I think he hung up when I called him the herpes virus.
You said he's got herpes, man.
Must have hurt his feelings.
I just said that he keeps coming back. No, Jason.
Speaking of herpes, I have not heard your dinger today.
I know it. Well, wait a minute. I don't even know where you got that segue. Well, we should have with the success. Well, have we had any success stories? But the Best Buy scam. Let's call that number. Okay, the one that she called. I'm going to call about I'm not
got a break soon.
I'm not going to use IBS. I need another condition. Hold on, and we'll come back and we'll try that scam. Meanwhile, seriously, if you have a problem, a question, or complaint, and you need help, give us a call, 303-713-TALK.
Here, become the banker and Fuller Law in a minute. Which one do you want to have him do?
Let's see. Let him do Fuller.
Fuller? Okay, become the banker will be up first. I'll put it in the notes.
Here, Ruskin.
Tell him. You're going to do Fuller. Mark, you hear me?
I knew Tom Stinger had herpes.
You're going to do Fuller.
I got it.
You're going to be full with Fuller.
They're very specific about that. It's the Home Depot, not Home Depot. The Home Depot. And it's the Walmart.
No.
Hey,
I think Walmart's the best company in this fucking world.
You know what Zachary disease is?
Zachary?
Yeah. You ever heard that joke? This guy goes to his doctor, and the bottom line is, I want you to bend over. I want you to bend over, and now I know what your disease is. Your face looks exactly like your butt. So he goes to an Oriental doctor.
I get it. By the way, it's not called that. It's Asian.
But it looks exactly like your butt.
If you want a savings plan that also gives you a guaranteed 4% tax-free earnings plus a 1% on top of that dividend for being a mutual owner, then you want to own part of an insurance company. That really is what Become the Banker is. You buy into an insurance company, you invest your money, it grows tax-free. Now you can use it during your life, or you can then pay yourself back and use it for retirement. All tax-free. BecomeTheBanker.org, BecomeTheBanker.info.
Women of Juarez. Did anybody watch that Alaska one? Or listen to that last one?
No, hell no, and I'm not going to listen to this one.
Yeah. Nellie called because remember she was the one who said that the stuff was being used at her neighbor's?
Yes.
So she called back and said that she paid $50 for something that wasn't done. As soon as we called him, he was over there half an hour and gave her a check for $50.
See, man, that is so nice to hear.
So you can, since you can say that.
That would have been a dinger.
Well, you can say it.
That's a dinger word.
It's a dinger. Nothing like a good dinger. Unless you got the herpes.
Dingo killed the baby.
The dingo got the baby.
Yeah. I don't even remember the episode. I remember lines sometimes and not even the episode.
That was when they were at a dinner party or a party.
If you go just by the lines, it's shrinkage, I tell you.
That was funny.
It moved.
Right.
We ought to think of just lines.
That was with the masseuse, right?
Yes. You're good, man. Well, I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna do just lines from Seinfeld.
The shrinkage though is the pool.
Just lines. That's all we're gonna do. Hold on. I'm gonna start here.
Shrinkage.
It's shrinkage.
Well, it's like a scared turtle.
It moved.
No soup for you.
That
was one of the best.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That's classic.
Domain. Also, the dinger killed the baby, wasn't it?
No, the dingo.
The dingo.
Oh, the dingo. That's right.
The dingo ate my baby.
Ate my baby?
Yeah.
The baby, or whatever. The dingo ate my baby.
Is it ate my or the?
Ate my baby. The dingo ate your baby.
And then, hold on. Then,
Master of my domain.
Yeah, I got that one. And then, what about hello?
Oh, Newman. And you have
no soup for you? Major with the Martino Show.
No soup for you.
That's right. I love it.
And yada yada yada.
Okay.
That was never.
That was a whole
in
episode.
The lexicon until it was on the Seinfeld show.
It was never in what lexicon?
The lexicon. I mean, in popular usage.
No. Yada yada was before. I think so, Doc. I think they just made it. An episode of it, maybe. No, I think yada yada yada.
That looks so cockeyed right there.
I know it, but
I know.
I'm trying to do it a little better.
And before we go ordering a new one, Mark loves ordering new ones.
I'm telling you, you guys love ordering stuff. I have never ordered anything online.
No?
Except the only thing I've
really?
ever ordered online are tickets. Airline tickets and show tickets.
Do you know what? I
never
must say this. Most of my shopping now is online. Most of it.
Yeah, of course. It's the best.
I
can order it before 3 o'clock and have it here tomorrow.
Yeah, I just don't buy stuff. I'm so simplistic.
No, I wish I was more.
I don't buy stuff. I mean, I have everything I need.
I'm pissed off for buying that damn steamer.
The only thing I have to buy are golf balls, and I buy those at...
How much you want to sell it for? Really?
You have one, I thought.
No, I need one at both houses.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
What did you pay for it? Did you get
I
the
can't
same
remember.
one?
I assume I did.
Or we'll trade something.
Okay.
Doc, I'm serious. I don't keep stuff I don't keep. I either give away or I trade. I don't care about selling it here.
Or people take it. Like your four-wheeler? Did you lose a four-wheeler, a snowblower? You lose snowblower?
Oh, no. I've lost a hot seat pressure washer, a snow blower, four-wheelers, two four-wheelers.
How could you lose two
fucking people borrow them, and I forget. I swear to God, because
they don't give it back.
I was going through a divorce. Never, ever. And they never said, oh, by the way, Tom, I have your such and such. Really? I tracked down one thing, a $16,000 exercise machine that I finally tracked down. I called the guy, he says, yeah, come and get it anytime you want.
Wow.
Hello, Tom Martino, you're a troubleshooter. I have a fun game to play for next hour, and I want people to call and help. Ready? The famous lines from guess where? It's shrinkage, or it moved, Jerry. How about this one? I'm the master of my domain, or the dingo ate your baby, or hello, Newman, or no soup for you, or yada, yada, yada. I want you to come up with lines. I already came up with those. Come up with new ones. We might even have a prize. Mark, do you have any to add to those? Yeah, I didn't think so. Hey, how about
Hey, listen, did you know that dingo ate your baby? That was a real case, I think, out of Australia, where a woman said a dingo came into her tent, drug away her baby, and ate it. They ended up throwing this poor broad in jail, and then they turned it and let her out eventually because they found the dingo that literally had some bones in it.
Now, by the way, we got to get this going. Tim, we got calls. Tim, Dan, and Brenda. I promise we'll take them. I don't know if we'll get them all in before the break here, but Tim, what's going on with your with this fundraiser? You say is a scam? What's going on?
Well, it might be legit. That's what I'm calling to see if you can find out. There were about 6 guys at an intersection in front of the Thornton Walmart this morning, kind of like the cops and the firemen do a couple times a year.
Oh, yeah.
And they had buckets, and they were trying to get people to donate money, and they had a little flyer they handed out. And it turns out it's somebody called Saved by Grace Restoration Ministries from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. They claim to be a church that does a restoration process for addicts and drunks, etc., with a phone number and a website. They do have an appearance on the internet under their website name, but I just thought it a little odd that guys from Oklahoma would be fundraising in Thornton, Colorado.
You know what's
for this organization?
Do you know what's sad right now, Dan, is that we never know where the scams are and where the legits are. It's so hard to figure it out. And then even if it was a legit organization, who's to say that they would give that to the organization, that they don't just go out and drink that night? We don't even know. That's the problem. We don't know. But thanks for that. I mean, Tim, I said Tan, didn't I? I said Tim. Tim, thanks for the heads up, though. I think what we need to do is really investigate before we give money. Too many of us give money. That's why I have a policy that helps. I never give money when I see people soliciting. I give food. Now, I don't give I say, if you want food, I will. Let's go to King Soopers, or let's go to a restaurant. I will order you food, or I will get you takeout. But because I know that who cares if somebody misuses food? They're going to eat it, right? That's the worst that's going to happen. But I don't give them money. Dan, now he has something with Resolution Construction, Roofing, and Restoration. Is that the name of it? What's going on, Dan?
Yes, I had this guy do, well, I didn't. My mom had this guy do her roof and some interior work last September. And it's basically he did a bad job. It's leaking like it was before, so we're back to square one on it. I've been trying to get him back and can't get him back to get anything done with it and do it the right way.
How much, well, first of all, the whole job was completed, but now some mistakes have to be corrected. Is that what it's down to right now?
Well, what it's down to right now is we're at square one because this is a guy who lived right behind her and a neighbor used him as well.
All right,
and
well,
so
are
that's
you
where
saying
she got the recommendation.
He did no work at all?
No, he did some work, which was an insurance claim,
right?
Because there was some water leaking in an addition that was done to the house.
How much was he paid in full? How much was he paid?
It's around 4,000 something, a little over 4,000.
Okay, now are you claiming that for the $4,000 you didn't get $4,000 worth of work? Is that basically what you're saying?
That's correct. I had actually Golden Spike come out, and they said that everything he did was completely incorrect.
Oh, hold on then. We're going to have to go to war with this guy. Hang on. I'm Tom Martino, 303-713-TALK. Hang on, Brenda. We'll get to you about Ewing Landscaping. Patrick wants to talk about a catchphrase.
You can turn that down a little. Oh, my God.
Excel Roofing offers everything I recommend. First, they don't take a cent to
The dingo ate my... Okay, now.
I used to love black and white cookies when I was in New York.
Oh, that's an actual cookie thing, huh?
The best cookie in New York is Levine's. Isn't it Levine's? That Jewish bakery where they're lined up around the block on the Upper West Side. Oh, my God. I've never had...
Zabar's, do you?
Huh?
That's Zabar's.
I believe it's Levin's. It's either Levin's or Levine's. It's on the west side. Yeah. See, I never heard this on Seinfeld. Listen to this. These pretzels are making me.
Oh, absolutely.
What is that?
Kramer was reading for a movie.
Right.
And he was saying, and George would go, "No, you don't say it like this. These pretzels are making me thirsty."
What's Serenity Now?
Oh, George's dad. It was his kind of like his mantra. When you get upset, serenity now. Serenity now.
You know that? Wow.
Oh, you know Ken on YouTube, really.
The Justice Department is accusing 2 Chinese nationals of stealing hundreds of millions of dollars of pharmaceutical trade secrets.
No way.
I like that Serenity Now. That is pretty funny. That's funny.
Vaccines and treatments. Assistant Attorney General for National Security, John Hughes.
Can't spare a square?
Right.
What's
that was when Elaine was in the toilet.
Yeah.
And they toilet paper.
And it was Jerry's girlfriend.
Right.
She wouldn't do it, right?
She wouldn't give him any toys. She says, "I can't spare a square. I didn't have a square to spare."
And what is this obsession people have with books?
Oh, that's George wanted. He left some books at his girlfriend's place, and he wanted Jerry to go get them. And Jerry goes, "What's the obsession with books? You read them once. You know what do you do?"
Can you die from an odor?
Oh, that must have been body odor from the valet.
The limousine driver?
Yeah, valet. No, valet. What was that? What did he say? Do you think I'm hard of smell? Elaine, do you smell that? She goes, "Do you think I'm hard of smell?"
Oh my God, look at all these.
Let me tell you, you're right. Larry David, but he had writers. Their writers were good. But for Jerry and Larry David.
I'll never understand bathrooms in this country. Why is it that the doors on the stalls don't come all the way down to the floor?
George wanted that to put on the Yankee Stadium. The doors of the bathroom go all the way down to the floor.
I love the way they used to portray Steinbeck.
Oh, yeah.
George.
What are you eating there? That gyro? What was that sandwich? Was it a gyro?
Don't remember that one.
Oh yeah, he had him go get the sandwiches.
You dip the chip twice.
Oh, right, double dip.
Double dip.
That's good.
Jay Farmer here, CEO of Rocket Mortgage.
That was Jimmy. I think it was Jimmy, wasn't it? The guy at the funeral?
When you turn to Rocket Mortgage, we can help guide you to those
A Festivus for the rest of us.
That was good. You know what's good is when he oh, here's one. Who thinks an immigrant is going to have a pony?
What about, was there a catchphrase of the ugly baby?
Oh, what did
I don't know.
What did it say? It looked like Lyndon Johnson, I think. I think that's, did he say that? It looked like Lyndon Johnson.
How come there's no leper?
How come there's no leper?
They were talking about brunch being breakfast and lunch. Why is there no lunch and supper?
A leper, yeah.
And also allowing us to indicate that there is a positive case in a school.
Oh, here's a good one too. He took it out. Remember that?
No.
Elaine was going with the guy and stuff, and she was going to
He took it out.
He took it out, and he goes, he took it out. What did he take? What?
You know, it.
Now what about is Spongeworthy?
Oh, that's a good one. That is a good one.
What is it?
Spongeworthy. Izzy Spongeworthy. That's a great one.
What does that mean?
So it was a sponge, contraceptive sponge.
Oh.
And they're only limited supply. Dan, this is a true story. I said that to one of my girlfriends.
Turn off. Oh.
So Dan,
yeah.
I said that to one of my girlfriends when I was first dating her. She called up her friend and said, "What does he mean? Does he want to take a bath with me?" She didn't know what it meant.
Oh, that was a good one.
Just remember, when you control the mail, you control information.
It's Newman. Here's one of the guys says, Will Kelly said a bunch of, oh no, I'm sorry. It was the Moops. The Moops? You remember you guys, the Moops? They're playing Trivial Pursuit and the Bubble Boy. It was supposed to be the Moors, right? But it was misprinted on the car. It's the Moops.
And who claimed it was the Moops?
George, he was really.
Didn't he fight with the Bubble Boy?
Yes, he fought in the Bubble Boy.
Did he kill the Bubble Boy?
No, he went to the hospital.
Just for pros event. Now,
and then Jerry and Elaine were in the diner, and the guy comes in, "Hey, there's some guy trying to kill the Bubble Boy."
Oh my God! The one about let's see, wasn't there? Your case is my face.
Oh, that's a good one.
No, yeah, your face
is my case. Yeah. Johnny Cochran, not Johnny Cochran.
Yeah, the guy was like him.
What was his name? JC also.
Oh, you mean the attorney that looked like Johnny Cochran?
But what was his? It was JC. He had the same initials. Not Johnny Cochran.
I'll take a deceptive adult over an honest kid any day. George was talking about how he hates.
Here's a great one from George. Remember, Jerry, it's not a lie.
I'm talking about support undergarments specifically designed for a man.
The man's or the bro?
Just the opposite. ZeroRedsDenver.com right now. 3-room areas, 100.
I like that he took it out. But Spongeworthy is everybody could use that.
Clean and keep it clean. ZeroRedsDenver.com.
Oh,
it's your chance to win one.
All right, guys, we're back out the next.
Okay.
200.
Are you there, Mark?
Text and info. Standard data and message rates
this
apply
is
this nationwide contest. That's home to 200. This is
The Troubleshooter Show.
Help! I need somebody.
Troubleshooter, welcome to the show, the only show of its kind anywhere in the universe. We're solving problems, answering questions, taking complaints, making your life a little easier. This hour brought to you by RealCBDThatWorks.com. Put Tom in the promo code, get 30% off. Panacea Life Sciences, they have chewables, they have sublingual tablets, they have some caps, gel caps or gel, yeah, and they're wonderful. RealCBDThatWorks.com. I'm getting you 30% off if you put Tom in the promo code. So we were going through some of these sayings. It's changed the culture of our country, didn't it? We left off with yada, yada, yada. These pretzels are making me thirsty. This is the Seinfeld show. Serenity now. Do you remember who said that, Mark? How about can't spare a square? That was Elaine in the bathroom. She couldn't spare it. A Festivus for the rest of us. Or, why is there no lupper? He was saying there's a brunch with a breakfast and a lunch. Brunch, why not a lupper for lunch and supper? How about, is he sponge-worthy? Or, your face is my case. Patrick, what's on your mind today? Go ahead, Patrick. What's happening?
Well, my mind is during this COVID time, sir, you know how everybody's always wanting things to go back to normal. And I just want to remind everybody that tomorrow's never going to be yesterday. With everything going on out there, tomorrow's never going to be yesterday.
Okay,
so we just have to
that's your saying.
Roll with the punches and do the best we can do.
Okay, he's making
That's my saying. Tomorrow's never going to be.
Okay, I'm putting that down. That's your own saying. It's not a Seinfeld saying, but it's his own. Tomorrow is never going to be yesterday. I kind of like that, actually. That's really not bad. Tomorrow is never going to be yesterday. Okay. I appreciate it. Anybody want to make up their own? You can do that, too. But or you can come up with one from Seinfeld. Mark fancies himself a Seinfeld expert, but I think Frank Duran has him beat. Dan, Resolution Construction and Roofing, we're paid $4,000, and I think this is for your relative, right? Who paid? Your mother? And Golden Spike Roofing, our roofer on our referral, has said that everything is done wrong. Is that what he said, Dan? Everything is done wrong?
That's correct. He said there was eight square of work that was completed. He said, first of all, anything over 1 square in Denver needs to be permitted. They didn't pull a permit for it. The second thing is it's a flat roof, so it needs to be put into flat roofing material, which the original contractor who put that on in the 90s put it in as a shingle.
Well, so hold on, this contractor Dan, this guy put a shingle on a flat roof?
Well, no, the original contractor did when like I said, this was an addition to the house in the 90s.
Yeah, well, what did this guy do wrong?
It was
Resolution.
leaking.
What did Resolution do wrong?
Yeah, what he came and he put which they're supposed to put a bitumen flat roofing on, and he came in and put a roll asphalt roofing on, which, like the guy from Golden Spike said, that stuff gets put on chicken coops and maybe sheds once in a while. It's the complete wrong material, and he said the stuff that you're supposed to put on is really expensive, and that's why the guy didn't do it correctly.
Dan, there's a difference.
And he was just trying to save money.
Dan, there's a difference between I wouldn't have done it that way or this is inappropriate. There's a difference. Golden Spike might be telling you the way he would have done it. That doesn't mean this other guy has to do it that way unless it's totally wrong. In other words, it's not allowed. Did he say it wasn't allowed?
That's correct.
Okay, that's different. Now,
that is correct.
So
he said it was not allowed.
Basically, we have a job that was paid. It wasn't paid in full, was it? What was the total? Give me the total amount. What's the total amount?
Well, I was trying to figure that out while I was on break.
No, you don't have to figure out anything, Dan. Dan, you don't have to figure out anything. What I'm asking is, what was the total amount of the contract had he completed it?
Okay. It was about $4,500.
Okay. And so she only was going to owe. She was only going to owe another $500.
Well, no, because basically yes, or no, he agreed to do everything minus the deductible.
Okay, what I'm asking
basically
is, in the contract, how much was the contracted price for the entire job? It requires a number, not a story.
Okay.
The entire, unless she didn't get one. Did she get one?
No, we have a signed contract with him.
How much is on that contract?
Here it shows It shows $3,198.81.
Okay, so about $3,100.
And I'm not sure. Yep, and then there's another part that says received first checked on 9/19 for $13.22. So I'm not sure if that's part of that $31.98 or if that's in addition to that $31.98.
Right. Okay. So no matter what, though, this is your claim right now. Every dime you paid him should be paid back because he did it all wrong. Is that your claim?
Well, no. In fact, I've been trying to work with the guy and tell him to come. I want to get another roofer to. I want him to. I was asking him to just come back and redo the interior, the roof, the drywall part, the part that they did do correctly. And he's putting me off, and he's trying to get me to.
You want him to redo the part he did do correctly,
which was the interior work, drywall work, but the roofing.
To redo what he did correctly, but leave the stuff he did incorrectly alone. Is that what you're telling me?
That's correct.
Okay, I want to make sure I'm hearing this correctly.
I'd be willing. No, I was just, what I'm trying to do is just trying to work with the guy and let him come back.
You want him to redo the stuff that he did correctly. You want him to redo it. Even though he did it the right way, you want him to redo it.
Well, it got damaged with the water.
Oh, I got it.
What I'm saying is the roof
I get what
everything
you're saying.
he came
I get it. Okay. So you want him to redo that. But what about the stuff he did wrong? Are you going to give him a pass on that?
I was, just to try to work with him, try to get him back and at least get some money back.
When was the last time you talked to him? It sounds like a bad company. When was the last time you talked to Resolution Construction, Roofing, and Restoration? And where did you find them? Where'd your mom find them? Not on referrallist.com, I'll tell you that. So
no, not on referral list.
Okay.
And he lived up the street from her, behind her house, and he rented a house up there that he's actually lost now because he wasn't paying.
Does he even have the wherewithal to come back and fix anything? Does this guy have anything? If you wanted to go after him.
What he's telling me, because you asked when I talked to him last, I talked to him this morning.
And what did he say?
And he's telling me that he's willing to come and patch the job that he did, not fix it completely per the insurance, and per the insurance claim.
Patch what?
Patch the job that he's already done. Patch the roofing that he's put on, which is all incorrect. Because he thinks there's a hole there that's letting the water in.
What do you think it is? What did Golden Spike say it was?
Well, Golden Spike said that there is a hole where he thinks that hole is. He agreed with that as well. But he said that's not going to last anyways because. Well, then, Dan,
it sounds to me like you guys wasted $4,000, and that you need to redo everything, and it's going to cost you how much?
That's true.
What did Golden Spike say?
The cheapest, just for that part, is about $6,000.
Is that because it was done wrong, or is that because it should have been $6,000 to begin with?
That's because it should have been $6,000 to begin with.
Well, then it's not this guy's fault to be underbid it. If he underbid it, that doesn't mean he has to do it for that. If he can't, it's like taking blood from a stone. Here's what I want to do. Because, Dan, I don't know if you're sure what you want. Because you got a bad job here, and if he redoes the drywall, then what the hell's going to keep it from being destroyed again with an improper roof to begin with? Why would you ever do that? I would say, I want this job done correctly, and who the hell does this guy think he is to tell you he doesn't want to do it? I want Deputy Doc to call him. Tell him we're going to have his contractor's license, or he may not even have one, or we're going to get him under the Colorado the Trust Act. I'll tell you why. Contractors Trust Act, because he took money and this job is ass backwards. So, Dan, hold on. Deputy Doc's going to talk to you. Let's give Resolution Construction, Roofing, and Restoration, is that their real name? I guess.
To the contract that I have with them, yes.
All right. What is their phone number?
when I go to the Secretary of State, they filed in 2018 and are delinquent. They haven't filed.
You know, that kind of stuff doesn't bother me a bit. That delinquency doesn't bother me a bit. It really doesn't. I don't care about that. But what I want to know is, delinquent means they didn't pay their $5 to the state to register again. But what I want to know is, what is their phone number?
Okay. Phone number is 720-498-3611.
Thanks. And who do you deal with there?
His name is Travis Taylor.
What kind of reviews do they have online? Did you look at them, Dan?
Not prior to any of this. I've written one of the reviews.
I'm sorry. I just happened to be talking to our Dan over here, Deputy Dan. He said they're 2 1-stars and 2 5-stars. I mean, you know, it's all over the board. That's, by the way, a bad sign. 303-713-8255. We got a problem here. This tells me that the guy is a clown, and we got a problem. Unfortunately. More coming up. Deputy Doc will take this.
Clear. It's Ideal Home Loans in about 14 seconds.
And in Mile High State, do you want to do both, or do you want to give it more?
Aliens or the Loch Ness Monster?
Hey, I got it. I'm sorry. I got it.
All right, Mile High State and Ideal Home Loans right now.
Hey, how?
Okay, Mile High Estate Planning is perhaps one of the best calls you can make to protect your legacy. Blake Harris is an attorney at law that I know and trust, and you can too. To protect your legacy, that means having a will or a trust. It means getting through probate, or maybe just avoiding probate. You can legally do that. MileHighEstatePlanning.com does this for you. All you have to do is give Blake a call. Now, here's what I want you to do. No matter what, call him, because it is free to ask whatever questions you have about wills, about probate, about trusts, about prenups and postnups, about bank accounts, powers of attorney. Please call him. Then he'll quote you whatever you need, just what you need, and that's all you pay for, a flat rate. 720-924-6171. 720-924-6171, MileHighEstatePlanning.com. All right. Another company that I would never forego. If I am going to do refining or buying, I'm going to use Ideal Home Loans. You hear me say that. Ideal Home Loans for your next ideal home loan. And there's a reason I say it. Because they have the borrower's interest at heart. Why? First of all of their officers, none of them work on commission. They work on straight salary. And they also tailor loans for each individual. You can pick your own term, and they give you the lowest rates and costs in the industry. The only way you're going to find that out is to simply shop around. That's right. And they can do the entire transaction beginning to end online. First they listen, then they lend to get you the right loan. Ideal Home Loans. Don't forget their pre-approval is like a cash deal, ready to close as soon as you find your house. IdealHomeLoans.com, 303-867-7000.
How much to clear it? What's wrong with it? How much will it cost? I can take the worry out of that by recommending Homeline Services, one of the only companies with their own drain division, so they know drains. Hence this incredible offer. Clear your drain for just $93 or the call is free. And more important, if someone gave you a quote for drain repairs, let Homeline give you a true second opinion. Free from a company that values excellence and ethics. HomelineServices.com.
You know, I used to think that Medicare was one big complex of mystery. What's covered? What's not? Then I made one phone call.
God, I can't believe the difference in equalities.
In one call, I learned I could combine my Medicare coverage into a single plan for little or no extra money. With the AARP Medicare Advantage Plan from United Healthcare, I get more coverage than original Medicare. My prescription drugs are included, plus other great benefits like dental and 24/7 virtual doctor visits with zero copays. Plus, it's the only plan in the AARP name. So if you're turning 65 and have questions about the mysteries of Medicare, make that one call to United Healthcare at 1-855-283-2836. That's 1-855-283-2836. Or go to GetUHCMedicareToday.com.
Paid active portrayal. Benefits and availability may vary by plan and location. United Healthcare Insurance Company pays royalty fees to AARP for the use of its intellectual property. AARP and its affiliates are not insurers. AARP does not employ or endorse agents, producers, or brokers.
What if you could build a six-figure retirement income in just 5 payments? You heard that right. In just 5 payments, you could set up a six-figure retirement cash flow for as long as you live. How about someone on the red kitchen?
Look what my father-in-law said.
Is he a big trunk guy?
Yeah, he is, but this guy is look.
No, I wouldn't mind a shirt like that. It kind of really says it all, right? That's funny. That is funny.
So if you're over 50 years old and want to build a bigger, better retirement in just 5 payments, call 800-493-1717 now to see if you qualify. Plus, as a free bonus, you'll get the 6-figure retirement acceleration guide video. Call 800-493-1717. 800-493-1717. That's 1-800-493-1717.
If you're in debt to the IRS, there's good news. Optima Tax Relief can help you resolve your tax debt right from the safety of your own home. Optima's award-winning team works with you online and over the phone, so you don't have to leave the comfort of your home to put your tax problems to rest. Optima's A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau and standing by, ready to help you today. Call now for a free consultation. Call 800-960-1575. 800-960-1575. Optima Tax Relief. For details, visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com.
This afternoon, a pit
Alright, back on around 36, guys.
storms containing large hail and damaging wind gusts. The chance for rain 40%, our high 87. I'm Fox 31, Pittsburgh Weather Meteorologist Sports Star.
If the next step for your business is finding a high-impact hire, try Indeed. Their flexible payment options mean better bang for your buck with no long-term contract. Indeed will even give you a $75 credit for your first job post at Indeed.com/.
10 seconds, you're back.
Denver's Talk Station. Available everywhere with the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. 630 KHOW, an iHeartRadio station.
I'm your troubleshooter, reminding you that One Clear Choice Garage Doors is there for you 24/7 for emergency service. One Clear Choice Garage Doors. And I love this service. For $80, you get a complete service of your garage door and inspection of the opener, the cables, the hinge bolts are tightened, all the adjustments are made. Why would you do that? If you're buying a house, that is one of the most important things. You could end up with a lot of money. If you're buying a house, you can end up with a lot wrong. You want to make sure it's right. And for that, that's money well spent. Plus, all of their prices are clearly marked on the website, whether you need a door, a spring, or whatever you need. All their prices are right there. OneClearChoiceDoors.com, 720-370-3987. Back to the phones. Okay. If you need to call us, don't forget 303-713-TALK or 303-MARTINO, and we'll get back to you. Now, Daph has a quick update on Comcast. What is it, Daph? What was the Comcast? Oh, the one person with Comcast had a cable in the backyard, wasn't buried enough, so therefore his concrete curbing or edging was sticking up. What's going on?
So I reconnected. I knew I had a Comcast angel out there, and I found her. Yay! Reconnected with her. For some reason, she disappeared off my list, but she said that they are reaching out to Greg right now to take care of that. And she says, as far as the scam, she has her security team on it, and they are going to be looking into it. I gave her all the phone numbers. So really great. We do have a Comcast angel. Phew.
All right, Brenda, what's going on with Hewing? Thank you, Daphne, a lot. Now, Hewing Landscaping. What's going on, Brenda?
Tom, thank you for taking my call.
What's happening?
Long-time listener.
Thank you.
This is really frustrating. We purchased a whole bunch of, actually 12 yards of planters mix from Hewing.
Yeah.
And I have all the receipts. I even had material delivered. Put it in my yard. I was short, went back and got another yard and a half. Got home, went to shovel it out, noticed it was totally different.
Now, do they deliver it?
So they even delivered it. They even delivered 9 yards.
Now, the stuff that you
I had to
bought,
redo my whole backyard. 'cause
what do
my
you
ground's
mean it
so
was
bad.
different? What did you order? What was the first order?
Well, it was planter's mix.
Okay, but what do
And
you mean
that's
by
what you
different?
put under sod.
What do you mean by different?
Totally night and day. What I have in my yard now, all 12 yards, is it contains sand, pumice, bark. It's got like 7 different ingredients in it. The planter's mix has 70% topsoil and 30% compost. So night and day mixture.
Well, which one do you want? Which one do you want?
I want the planter's mix. What I had ordered.
The 30/70.
Yes, because I'm putting in new sod.
Okay, so how much of the 70/30, the good stuff, do you have?
Just the yard and a half that I had picked up the last.
So
the last
didn't,
what do they say when you call them?
You didn't realize you had the wrong stuff until you picked up the right stuff. Is that
no?
Is that
correct. That is correct.
So now what? As Mark said, what do they say?
Okay, well, I went down there, talked to their manager down there, and he looked at the soils and said, yes, they are different.
Does it
and
make
he
a
said,
difference?
Well, they must have got the bins mixed up.
Does it make a difference
It
when it
does
comes
make a
to
difference.
when it comes to planting?
It does.
For
it
sod?
does because the planters, the Growers Supreme that they did deliver, doesn't have soil in it.
But what did he say? What did you pay for?
Nutrients. You're supposed to rotor that in.
Did they admit? Okay, I get it. I get it. Did they admit they did it wrong? Did they admit they did it wrong?
They did the first day. I talked to 4 different people. They all agreed I had the wrong stuff.
Okay, will they replace it for you?
They had their gentleman. No.
Why?
They sent out their operations manager out, and he's trying to tell me that what I have is planter's mix, and that it's just from a different supplier.
Brenda,
which doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
It's either planter's mix or not, okay? And here's what I want to know. If
planter's mix shouldn't have any bark in it.
She didn't say bark, though, I don't think. She said sand, pumice, and what else?
And bark.
Oh, bark. When you say bark, do you mean the finely ground up bark? Is that what you're calling?
Yes, it's wood chips.
But it's like
you can see it's so plain, Tom.
Okay.
It really makes
Send us a picture.
It's just so obvious.
Okay, what's the name of the place?
Better.
What's the name of Ewing's? Where is Ewing's?
It's Ewing, E-W-I-N-G.
Right, Ewing.
And
Where is it?
Their landscape materials.
Okay.
It's on Santa Fe, 6601.
But what I want to know is, either it's right or it's wrong. Why would they fight you? Are they just trying to get out of it now? Is that what they're doing? I mean, what I'm saying is you have it right there. You could take a bucket of each to them, and they would tell you that they're both planter's mix.
Well, she said the guy came out and looked at it and said it's just a different manufacturer or a different supplier.
Right, but that's not what the first people said. Brenda, listen, we don't have to go over and over it. Either it is or it isn't. That's what it boils down to. You have 1.5 yards of one, and you have, 9 yards of another. You need to figure out which one is right. So, and it seems to me that they better come through with it.
I think Deputy Doc could handle this in 2 calls. I'm not kidding.
I know, but why are they giving you a hard time? That's the part I don't understand. Brenda, did you already spread out the incorrect stuff?
By hand. I'm 55 years old.
Okay, but Brenda, that's the problem right now. Hold on. Brenda, you already went through the labor of spreading out.
Yes.
Now, this is what I'm trying to get at. Are you asking them, what are you asking them to do? Because with do-it-yourself stuff, this is the problem. If you had skill and knowledge, you would have known it was the wrong stuff and you wouldn't have incurred the damage of spreading it all out.
Correct.
So it's almost unfair if you're going to ask them, are you going to ask them to
let's go all the way back to what the hell do you want now?
That's what I'm getting at.
What do you want? Wave the magic wand.
Tell me what you're asking them to do.
I want Okay, in the beginning, I was wanting just to help me fix my backyard with either a mixture or whatever I needed to do to fix it. But they were totally refused to do anything at all. Kept telling me that it was planter's mix. They even took a sample. We're going to send it into the laboratory.
So you wanted enough planter's mix to put down to mix with that pumice stuff, right? Is that what you wanted to do?
Or maybe just more topsoil to add
Initially, yes.
What do you mean initially? Why did things change? What do you want now? Something more because you're angry? What do you want now?
Well, you need to listen. This gets better.
Go ahead.
I received a test report from the guy that came out.
Okay.
His name is Tony. I received a test report. On the test report, it's got the name of the company blacked out, and then also the identification of the product that they were testing blacked out. So I took it upon myself, called the laboratory.
Listen, man, this is getting way too long for a story about pumice and about planter's mix. Get right to the point. Get right to the point. What did you find out? I need to find out. What did you find out, please? I want to know. What did you find out?
They gave me a report saying it was for planter's mix. It wasn't for planter's mix. It's for the grower's mix that I have in my yard. So, saying it was planter's mix.
Are they saying...
So that the reports match when they came back in.
I don't even know what you just said.
I went out to select...
I think she's saying they phonied up the report to make it look like it was planter's mix, but it was actually grower's mix according to the lab. Is that correct?
That is correct. That way, that when my
so there's a big conspiracy here. There's a big conspiracy here that they went to the lab and phonied it up. I don't think they'd go that far. I need to know this: how much was that first load that you bought, which was about 10 yards? How much was it?
It cost me about $4.5. About $450.
So for $450, these guys are going to put their entire reputation on the line for $450. Correct. They're going to go and they're going to bribe a lab to change.
I believe her.
Oh, come on.
I believe her. I want to see a copy of the report.
Tim, what do you have to say?
Gotta go to break soon.
Tim, what do you have to say? Quick, Tim, go ahead. You called in. What do you have to say about this?
The Grower Supreme is a much better product than the Planter's Mix. It's the best thing she can use for the soil as long as she tills it in. The Planter's Mix you don't have to till in, but the Grower Supreme is much better if she's going to be putting down sod. So she actually got a much better deal.
But she has to till it, you're saying, right?
Well, anyone would till it. That would be the smartest thing to do if you're going to put down sod and waste the money to put down the sod. You might as well till it.
Oh, I thought you were saying on the Planter's Mix you don't have to till it.
No, you don't.
Yeah, the Planter's Mix you don't have to till it. But if you're going to spend the money and the time, you should till it.
You absolutely should.
You're tilling in the Planter's Mix.
So what you're saying, Tim, hold on, we're going to come back. But what I hear you saying is, if she tills in Planter's Mix or she tills in growers, tilling in growers is actually a better product. If that's the case, I don't even know why we're discussing it. We'll come right back.
K&H Home Windows and Become the Banker in about a minute. You want Mark to do one of these?
Oh, wait.
He's dead. I don't know how he feels about this. I'll do K&H. Yeah, Mark, could you become the banker? I did them all today.
Mark, did you hear that? Mark.
I'll do K&H.
I can't get him.
Do you get him?
No.
We can't get a hold of him.
He's there.
Okay, he's good. He's good.
Closures there between Lake Gulch and Russellville Road. That's northeast of Larkspur there down south. Back in town off highway, westbound Mississippi between Buckley and Chambers. Road work continues. Watch out for delays. Also watch out for construction on the eastbound side of Island and Buckley as well. Crash being cleared at 8th and Quebec. Vehicle fire 144th and Sheridan as well. The weather forecast. Well, it's going to be a 50% chance of afternoon thunderstorms today with a high of 87. Right now, just a few clouds and 78. With your impact traffic and weather, I'm Pete Wagner, 630 K-House.
All right, so on K&H Home Solutions in about 10 seconds.
With up to $400 off stunning tech like XPS laptops and Alienware systems, redefining what's possible with 10th Gen Intel Core processors. Save on electronics, plus free shipping on everything. Ask for Intel when you call 800-5DELL.
The company's been around for 64 years, about 64 years. K&H Windows back then, now K&H Home Solutions. I've known the original owner, and I know the owner now, and I can tell you this is a company you can trust for beautifying your home with windows, siding, doors, and more. K&H has what you're looking for, and this month you get at least 25% off your package. All you have to do is call and make the appointment, or go online and make your own appointment at khwindows.com, or call for details 303-421-7100. I'm talking about beautiful, custom fit vinyl windows, second to none, with unbelievable lifetime warranties. And siding, that's the best siding in the business. It's called Everlast. Read about it. It'll never go away. It's wonderful. That's khwindows.com for your own appointment. khwindows.com. Oh my gosh.
What? They tell you everything you need to know about American culture without crushing your soul. Listen to the Daily Zeitgeist on the
Oh my God.
Oh.
Listen to podcasts.
All right, become the banker. It's a strategy that allows you to
What?
allows certain loopholes when it comes to life insurance.
Ewing's has good reviews, by the way.
One of the ways it works.
Wow.
You have this life insurance policy, which is good in the first
Was it like a newer car?
Some of that money, of course, gets paid out to your heirs. The other part you can do is overfunding. You can put money into this account. Now, the coolest part is you can borrow.
Who knows? Well, why would the, oh yeah, the auto insurance would, their liability would cover it, yeah.
You buy the car, then you put an interest rate associated with it, let's say 10%. When you make payments to yourself, that money is going in. You're going to save and you're going to build it, and you're going to use all the benefits of a retirement account. Plus, listen to this, you get a guaranteed 4% on everything sitting in there. If your kid wants to buy your car or something, you might as well borrow the money yourself instead of going to a bank. If they make the interest, you make the interest. But to make this very simple, Tom sat down with the owner. His name is Joe. I want you to watch this brief, concise video. BecomeTheBanker.info. You've heard us talk about it. Just go there and check it out. BecomeTheBanker.info. Check it out now. It's free. Then you can set a free personal appointment or a private webinar, however you want to ask your questions. It's a very
no, I didn't. I just.
.info.
JC Dodge Construction understands.
Hey.
It's cute.
No matter what the job, big or small, with all the permits and logistics, navigating the world of construction is challenging. Communication can be daunting, and through it all, you've got your own busy life. At JC Dodge Construction, we'll manage the architects, the framers, electricians, plumbers, roofers, and painters to get the job done. JC Dodge can act as pre-construction consultants, or we can do what we do best, build. Commercial, residential, and tenant finish. Whether you have a drawing on a napkin or finalized plans. As general contractors, JC Dodge Construction can execute your project from design to finish. On time, on budget, and always to the highest of standards.
You're right.
Because quality is how we measure success. JC Dodge Construction. Promises kept. Call 720-613-5500 or online at jcdodgeconstruction.com.
Oh, I'm going after the show, honey. I'm going after the show. Yeah.
There's absolutely no reason.
Well, I might take, I don't know, not long. I just want to talk to him mainly and get down, get everything down.
Get that beautiful new kitchen. And with
you want to go with me to No. Okay. All right. Yeah.
We'll build it from the bottom.
Well, of course it is, honey. We're not going to clean it.
Yeah, I'll mute you. Okay.
What about that? Well, hey, turning leaky, moldy, smelly.
I know, babe. I know. That's just life, okay?
Whether it's a tub to shower conversion,
well, because
our standing business will make it special.
Yeah.
You're back. He's on the phone. Okay, now he's back.
Hey, Tom.
Yo.
Foam your walls, do regular blown-in attic insulation, or that woman?
No,
use that woman though. They do some, but they really specialize in the other. So I'd rather get that woman. She's got that best product, man. That really good heavy.
What's the company name?
Oh damn! I knew it.
She also packs it.
She's really good.
Yeah.
She is really good.
I'll look it up. Hold on. I think it's like Best Way. Does that sound right, Best Way?
No, I don't know. I don't remember. That's the problem.
Tap their equity should the economy change, all without having to borrow the money now. We can show you how to access your equity in these uncertain times, to give you peace of mind and allow you to focus on what's important.
I can't wait to play the back wall today.
Hey, we're going to really play it, too. It is Best Way.
You're going to think the back wall is I'm going to use it so often.
It is Best Way.
It is Best Way, yeah.
Unmatched in Colorado. Let us help you protect your home. Take AIM, 720-895.
So in your face.
We're all about you.
10 seconds, you're back.
You're going to be wanting Johnny Cochran when I'm done with you.
Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
Hey, winkandwink.com. I got an email saying, Tom, because of the COVID crisis, I am in crisis financially. Who are those attorneys you talk to about bankruptcy? Winkandwink.com. Mike or Gigi Wink. You can do a 13, which is a reorganization, or a 7, a complete liquidation, depending on your qualifications and your desires. Winkandwink.com, 303-410-1720. So many people are in this boat right now. You see, I don't think we're feeling the real impact of COVID right now, especially when some of these businesses start going out of business. Small business, medium size, even large. So that's winkandwink.com, 303-410-1720, free consultations. They're really good people. Okay, so Hewing Landscaping, we're simply going to call them. I mean, that's what we're going to do. We're going to call them, but here's the thing, Brenda. If you have a better product, then all you have to do is till it in. Tilling in the growers mix. By the way, we've gotten other comments since that guy called in saying, she's crazy. She should welcome this stuff. This stuff is way better to till in than your other soil. And they said if you put soil, if you put the planter's mix on top of the soil without tilling it, you're going to have some stratification, and it could be uneven when it comes to nutrients. So no matter what you have, you should till it in. So if I were you, I would just till it all in and not worry about it. But if you want to make an issue out of it, I don't know what to do, because I don't know how, you technically would be correct if they gave you the wrong stuff. You would be correct in your complaint, but I don't know why you would complain if ultimately you're getting a better product. What do you think, Brenda?
I cannot rototiller my ground.
Why is that?
My ground is so hard. Okay, I had pulled out tons of concrete, everything that was buried in the backyard. You can't.
Why do you think sod's going to take? Well, how much topsoil, for goodness sakes, are you putting down? If you're telling me you don't have plantable soil underneath the topsoil, I'll talk to a farmer right here, even though he thinks he's an engineer too. I don't think you're ever going to plant us a good sod if you don't have. How many inches of topsoil were you putting down without any kind of soil underneath it that will grow? How much are you putting down?
Anywhere between 6 and 10 inches.
Oh, you were doing it right then.
I had to dig all
Okay, I didn't realize you were putting that much down. Okay, that's good. Okay, so.
Well, and then the Grower Supreme that they did give me is meant to, it says to great amendment for undersod.
No.
Lay down 1 inch and rototiller in 3 to 4 inches.
Exactly. That's what the guy just said. To rototill that in, you'd be better off. I didn't realize you had clay under there that you can't rototill, or you have such hard ground you're saying you can't rototill it. So here's the deal. What do we do? What do we do, Mark? What do we do? Does she go to small claims court? Do we call them? Deputy Doc, let's call him. I mean, this seems to be like a stupid thing that they would give her a hard time. How much, it only costs $450 for the original order for the better stuff. She should be able to get just a load of topsoil. That's all she wants. And then you'll take care of putting it in, right? Brenda.
Yeah, I could put it in. I shouldn't have to at this point.
Well, no,
I've got
Brenda, if you're going to ask them to do the labor, listen. But when you take stuff on yourself, you have some responsibility, okay? And I'm not going to ask them to send are you asking them for a crew to come over and give you topsoil and put it down for you? It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. Am I saying in a perfect world it shouldn't? Of course it should. But I'm talking practicality, Brenda. If you want to go to court and make this a big deal, then sue them to get it all installed, because you're going to make the argument that their mistake cost you damages. But here's the deal. Whenever you get the wrong material, it's how far you go with that material that causes damage, not the material itself. They're going to argue that anyone with a half a brain would have known it wasn't the right stuff, and they wouldn't have gone through all the other labor. I don't want to get into this he said, she said, he said, she said, because we're going to end up with nothing. So you decide what you want, okay? Decide. If you want the labor, go to court. Just go to court and sue them, spend $50,000, and find out what you get. If you want us to negotiate a practical settlement, then let us know. Okay, we got more coming up. I'm sorry, I got behind. I promise I'll be right back. Damn it.
There 1 minute till Rocky Mountain Retro Phone. That's all.
Sponsored by Indeed.com. Let's go off highway right now, 144,000.
Hey, I forwarded you an email.
Damn it. Keep these callers on, Daphne, and tell them I'm so sorry. I'll get right to them. I just don't want to
before the same thing, probably.
Yeah, but Doc, if this woman's going to make us negotiate for labor, it ain't going to happen.
Well, I'll put a number and I'll see exactly what
people get so impractical. Now I want labor. Now I want this. Now I want that.
I would like a new house.
No, really, technically, they did cost her a lot. But they can make the argument, you should have called us, we would have come and got it, and it's too late now.
And she used it, and she got a better product.
But she can't till it, that's what she's saying.
But could she till the other stuff that she's supposed to get? Does that have to be tilled as well?
No, her thing is, she's saying she's putting an entire 6 inches down.
Yeah.
And you're going to plant in that. She's not even trying to plant.
Okay.
So that's Rocky Mountain Retro Foam. That's the place to go to make your home energy efficient. What do I mean by energy efficient? Up to 50% savings in energy bills. How is that possible? Because this foam insulation goes to every nook and cranny of the wall. It covers better than any insulation known when it comes to a closed cavity wall. That's why it's called a retro insulation. It's made for homes already built. So if your home's 10, 20, 30 years old, you want this stuff. Or older, of course, you want this stuff. It'll make your home up to 50% more efficient, 80% more quiet. It inhibits insects and rodents. What a wonderful product. Rocky Mountain Retro Foam. No matter what you should call, this is one of the few products that will begin paying for itself the day it puts in. I mean, even faster than solar. Why? Because you are not wasting energy any longer. It keeps heat and cool inside the house. It makes your environment more healthy because it inhibits rodents and insects. It has no off-gassing. It's environmentally friendly and sound. FoamYourWalls.com is the website. FoamYourWalls.com or 720-676-6333.
You're not alone. Stressed out due to COVID-19 and the shutdown. But your job affected, did some bills go unpaid? Business owners, most likely revenues are down. When the virus hit, the IRS delayed filings and days. But that's
Huh? Yeah, like I said, I can't believe they would have even tested soil mixed like top or grower soil. To me, it's basically the same damn stuff.
It is?
I would think.
What is?
Well,
all that stuff she's talking about?
Well, growers, I don't know if there's any difference in it. I suppose, would grower soil have more... You couldn't use grower soil for topsoil?
I think she's wrong, actually, but
either they put down the better stuff or it's planted stuff from a different company. Isn't that what the guy said when he came out there?
Call now for a free evaluation. 844-LARCY TAX. That's 844.
I think she just wants, she just feels like she worked her ass off. She doesn't want to make a mistake.
But if you quietly build up in high interest
rates tied to some of your credit cards or personal loans can cost you a lot of money, but it doesn't have to be this way. Hey guys, it's Ross Kaminsky, and if you're a homeowner, you can refinance any high-interest debt into your mortgage at a much lower rate.
Hey, are you there now?
Yeah, here, man.
I had you muted. You know, you do sound a little bit better muted.
You look better.
Hey.
On camera.
Hey.
Is there any money changing hands?
Wah, I don't like him saying broad. Wah.
Broad.
I think you were the one that said it, weren't you?
I think Tom said it.
Broad?
Then I was looking up. I was looking up slang terms for men.
Buddy would be one.
For men?
No, buddy's not that. Wanker.
By the way, guys.
I tell you what, I must be so.
Then I made one phone call to United Healthcare and got the answers I needed.
You know what? I hate the fucking thought police. Fuck her.
Hey, you're a top. You know that?
I get more coverage than original medicine.
Look up TOFF. You are. TOFF.
What is it about?
It's a TOFF. It's a British English derogatory stereotype for someone with an aristocratic up background or belonging to the landed gentry. Particularly someone who exudes an air of superiority. Is that Mark?
Or go to getuhcmedicare.com.
Tough? How about a chicken hawk? You know what a chicken hawk is? This is disgusting.
That's a guy who preys on kids, right? Yes, yeah, it's disgusting.
Well, no, it's a gay. Yeah.
Well, I thought it was just you prey on kids.
No, it's a older gay man likes younger ones.
Right.
I don't know.
It's a hawk of a type that is reputed to prey on domestic fowl. Or it's someone that avoids military service. I don't see what you're talking about at all.
No, chicken hawk.
It's a gay slang.
Well, okay, how come it doesn't show that in the dictionary?
Oh, look in Wikipedia.
Oh, okay, so you're going once again. So somebody didn't like the word, they added it to Wikipedia, and now Dan doesn't like the word.
Hey.
Fucking thought police.
That's right.
Hey, bag it.
I got a T-shirt to share with you, Mark. I'm going to send it by text.
Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one.
Does it say I'm a doctor?
No, I'm going to send it to you.
You might buy it.
It says I delivered
I'm going to send it to you. Be quiet.
I would wear this one.
Where is it?
I'm sending it right now.
So he doesn't really have it. This is something he's thinking about.
Oh, it came from my father-in-law. Okay. There, he sent this to me. Okay, look at it.
Send it to me, I'll put it up. You want me to put it up? What? No, on Facebook? I like it.
I still don't get it. I don't have it yet, I mean.
Oh.
I texted it.
Texted it? Okay, hold on.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK. Okay, hold on now. Bill has some advice for this soil in question. Go ahead, Bill. What's going on, Bill? What do you think she should do?
Hey, what's up? Well, my soil was crummy like that too. I've been in my house for 35 years. But
and what did you do?
Well, what she needs to do is, I got truckloads of compost from the mushroom farm that used to be out on McIntyre.
Yeah.
That's not anymore. But anyway, but what she needs to do is get some kind of compost and get a rear tine tiller. Because the front ones will be. Well, then I don't.
No, that's what she said. She doesn't want to till. She says she can't. Now, by the way, I think that that's an exaggeration that you can't. But she said her soil.
She could probably get some illegal and pay him to do it and turn it in.
What, Bill? Why illegal? I don't understand that part.
I shouldn't say that.
No, I don't even know what it means. I don't even know what it means. She should get somebody to do it, but. Okay. Anyway, here's the whole point. She wanted to fill it in and put the sod on it. She wanted no tilling. That was the whole problem. Teresa, what's happening with your tenant landlord. By the way, do you know how many people have said that before to me? Hire an illegal. Now, here's what they mean. Cheap. That's what they're thinking in their head. They can get somebody illegal cheaper. Do you know that? I think that's a fallacy. Do you know I think it is? I don't think you can find cheap illegal help. I don't think you can. And but to specifically look for someone illegal, to me, is wrong. You know, just because you think, okay, the fact that they're illegal means they can't charge me a lot. I don't know. I just don't like that whole thing. Anyway, Teresa, what's going on?
Well, hi, Tom. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you doing? What's going on?
I'm fine. Thank you, Tom. Well, I have a question for you.
Yes.
I have a rental property, and one of my tenants, it's a family, 2 adults and 3 kids, move out. He told me it's emergency, family emergency. I don't think so, but it's not a big deal.
Well, it doesn't matter, Teresa. You can hold them to a lease, whether it's a family emergency or not. It's just if you want to. But go ahead.
Yeah, my question is, because I have nothing on paper, no notice, nothing, and he doesn't pay me for rent for June and July.
What do you mean you have nothing? What do you mean you have nothing down on paper? What does that mean? You don't have a lease with this person?
Oh no, I have a lease, but notice about moving out. That's what I mean.
Okay.
And I called them, and I know because I spoke with him, and he told me he's gonna move out, and I sent a message if it's any stuff inside, and then I got a text message from them.
Okay, you need to know what to do with the stuff, if there's anything in there, or when you can take possession. I will answer that question for you. It's not just simple. Hold on. I'll come back to you. Plus, a computer question will take Art with HVAC and Roger with a scam. All coming up.
Here. We're on top of it.
You know, people often ask me for a roofing recommendation, and I say Excel Roofing. 36,000 satisfied customers. I'm one of them. In business, 27 years with the same owner, Jay Brents. And what I like most is you don't pay a cent until you're content. And there's no cancellation fees, no high-pressure sales, just honest, free, complete estimates so you know exactly what you need when you approach your insurance company. You know, in roofing, there are so many companies that come and go. Companies that even buy out the names of old companies. Well, you have my word. Excel Roofing is the same company it was in the beginning and just gets better. They also do roof repairs. If you have old damage or new, call them for your free estimate. 303-761-6400 or excelroofing.com.
Excel Roofing, we're on top of it.
KRFX HD2 Denver.
This is Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW, Denver.
An iHeartRadio station.
ABC News, I'm David Wright. Lawmakers on Capitol Hill are busy hashing out another stimulus plan. Members of the Trump administration met behind closed doors with Senate Republicans ahead of a bipartisan meeting. Lawmakers are hoping to wrap it all up before the August recess.
As the Senate continues to work on what might be the final coronavirus relief package, some Democrats are expressing concern about the manner by which Republicans are drafting the bill. Minority Leader Chuck Schumer.
Well, Leader McConnell, writing a bill in your own office without any input from Democrats, dropping it on the floor, and demanding that Democrats support it is no one's idea of bipartisanship.
Earlier in the day, McConnell spoke about Republican priorities for the legislation and said his party would support another round of direct stimulus payments to Americans. Adam Kelsey, ABC News, Washington.
Most of the country is now seeing a surge in confirmed cases and hospitalizations. This is ABC News. As NFL rookies arrive for training camp, the league and the players' union have reportedly reached a deal.
One issue, perhaps the most important issue, is now agreed upon. According to a memo, players will be tested every day for the first 2 weeks of training camp. Then they'll be tested every other day. If at any point the positivity rate is above 5%, daily testing will resume, and this is a compromise. The players wanted daily testing while owners preferred every other day. And another big issue may be on its way to being resolved. ESPN has learned the league has offered to scrap all preseason games, which is something the players wanted.
That's ABC's Janine Norman. Some young entrepreneurs are getting a sweet bailout. Country Time Lemonade is sending out $100 checks to kids who had to shut down their lemonade stands because of the pandemic. Parents of business owners 14 and younger can apply for what's being called the Littlest Bailout Program. Applicants must submit an essay explaining how they'll use the money. David Wright, ABC News.
At CDW, we get that multiple branches and distributed locations can leave your IT staff stressed out. Like Phil here.
Hey, don't talk to me without a ticket.
Fortunately, CDW can implement an Aruba SD branch solution that streamlines IT operations with simple onboarding tools and unified management of wired and wireless connections. It's like a big warm IT hug.
Yeah, you'll still need a ticket.
IT orchestration by CDW. People who get it. Find out more at cdw.com/Aruba. Aruba, a Unipacket enterprise company.
Don't miss Lowe's Just for Pros event, going on now. Check out Simpson Strong Tie, new at Lowe's. Also get big savings on other brands you trust, like Metabo HPT. Powerful brands, new services, and pro-grade deals. All at Lowe's Just for Pros event, now through July 24th. See why we're the new home for pros. Get your choice of a Metabo HPT 18-volt brushless cordless impact driver kit or hammer drill kit for $159, was $239.
It wasn't near 1600. The steak took about 10 to 12 minutes to cook. Either the regulator was no good or because of our altitude, it just simply won't get up to 1600. So it wasn't worth $400. I can do that on the grill all day long.
Hey, what can your grill get up to?
It'll max, well, it doesn't go over 650, but so I would guess 700, 725.
I was just my grill yesterday, and I just had it, didn't even have all the burners on. I could get up to 500.
Yeah, I can easily get up to, my grill, the temperature gauge maxes at 650. I can pin it at 650.
Hey Doc, somebody on YouTube was asking this. What's the name of the place in Upper West Side, New York City you guys were talking about?
Zabar's, I think.
Zabar's?
Yeah.
No, it's Levine's.
Oh, he's talking about Levine's. I was on Zabar's.
Okay, Levine's. How do you spell that?
Levines.
No, Zabar.
Zabar.
Oh, it's Levain. Levain Cookies, Upper West Side. That Levain Bakery has lines around the block.
Bakeries,
they
right?
Bake, I think they bake like 3 times a day, and people go there just for the fresh baked cookies. They're giant cookies. Oh my God, they're giant.
Yeah, what did they all buy? Okay, here's the trivia. What are all the things they bought at the bakeries?
Black and white cookie, marble rye, a cinnamon babka, and a chocolate babka.
Right. No, they never bought a chocolate one.
Yes, they did.
Remember the marble rye and the fishing pole?
Right. Yeah. What do you mean? They never bought a chocolate. They didn't have the chocolate babka.
No, in a different episode they bought chocolate babka.
Did Larry David ever have a cameo in Seinfeld?
They bought one there before.
Did Larry David ever appear in Seinfeld?
Oh yeah.
Numerous times.
Yeah.
He was Steinbrenner.
He was Steinbrenner. He was the man at.
He was. He was Steinbrenner.
Yeah.
He was the voice of Steinbrenner.
Right.
But
I don't know if it was his head.
Yeah, I don't know either. But he was like the man in the cape.
What guy?
He was the attorney for George's dad. The man in the cape.
Did you see him?
Yep, you see him, and you see him. He had a cape on. He was actually him. Yeah.
Do you know there was a real attorney that wore a cape?
Oh, really?
Right here in Denver.
I'm sure there was lots.
He was famous. His name? No, he was a famous attorney. He was Frank Sinatra's attorney.
Really?
He lived in Cherry Hills. He had 2 tigers. He was eccentric. He had big giant limousine. He's a famous attorney from Denver. I got to think. It was a Hispanic name, and he was lawyer to the stars.
Robert Abrams?
No.
No, that's not Hispanic.
Lawyer to the stars that lived in Denver. Lawyer to the stars. Lived in Denver, and he wore a cape. Salazar, I think his name was. Hold on.
Frank Salazar?
I think it was.
That was the...
Yeah, but it wasn't him.
I think there's lots of people that wear capes, though, guys.
Oh.
Only superheroes.
In Europe. I mean, like in Europe. The Prince Charles wears a cape. Batman wears a cape.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. Welcome to the show, the only show of its kind anywhere in the universe, where we are solving problems, answering questions, taking complaints, and making your life a little easier. This hour brought to you by Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. We love Frank. He gets the job done whether you're buying or selling real estate. 303-920-1622. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. In this market, you really need somebody clever because so many places are up for sale, so many people are applying, but not many people can close. The people who can close, you want to know how to pick out those contracts. So if you're selling, you need him to keep you on track. And if you're buying, you want to find the homes before anyone else. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com, 303-920-1622. Teresa says she had a tenant move she had a lease. He wanted to move out early for a family emergency, but I think she is asking, when do I take possession? I don't have officially anything in writing when he will be out. Is that right, Teresa?
This family is already gone.
Okay.
But I asked them if it's anything there, and these people told me it's some stuff there, and then she and him told me I can throw away this stuff. People send me text messages on both phones, you know. His phone and her phone.
So what are you going to do? What is your question?
My question is it legal if I change the locks, or maybe I have to file for eviction?
Okay,
in this case?
that's a good question. You asked a question, is it legal? And I can't answer that because it all depends on so many different factors. But what we can do is tell you some practical information. So, here's the deal. If this guy really moved out and is out, if you take the place back and throw the stuff out, there's probably not going to be a lot of ramifications. But if you suspect this guy is a troublemaker and is going to come back and claim that you did not evict him and he still belongs there, then you may want to go through the eviction. But what do you think is what I'm asking. What do you think he's going to do? It seems to me like if he's been gone for a while, you could say it was abandoned, he left, and simply get rid of the stuff and do it. But what do you think, Teresa? Is this the kind of guy that will come back to bite you? What do you think?
See, that's what I'm worried about. It's everything. It's possible. I don't trust them anymore.
Okay, then here's what you want to do. How long have they been gone?
It's about 1 month.
Well, you might want to. You got to do an eviction pretty quickly right now. You got to put a 3-day. You got to put a notice. I would get an attorney to do it, but the way you do it, just briefly, you put a notice on the door. When they don't, when they don't cure, then what you do, you then take that notice and you go to the court. You file for an eviction, and then they're served for a hearing. If they don't show up, you then go back for a writ of execution. It's it's not that long of a process, but it's the safest way to do it. And you do that through the courts. And any good attorney who deals in any kind of tenant landlord can do it for you. You must have an attorney, right, that you use for your rental or not?
Usually, if I have a eviction situation, I'm going to court by myself.
Well, then if you've done it before, then go ahead. If you've done it before, just go ahead and do it because you know how to do it. There's nothing wrong with doing it yourself if you know how to do it.
Yeah.
But I think
I know, but
if it was,
I was
go ahead. Go ahead.
thinking, my question is it okay if I have a text messages from them?
Okay, I just told you there is no answer to that unless it goes to the courts. You're asking, is that notice enough? Well, what does the lease say? Does the lease say that a text message is fine? It might. The text message may protect you, but it depends on if this guy wants to make trouble. It all depends on how much trouble this person wants to make. If they don't want to make trouble, then it doesn't matter. That goes with any contract. A contract does not have to be strict for honest people. It only has to be strict for dishonest people. Bill has a question on computers. So, Bill, what is going on with you, Bill? Welcome to the show.
I believe Bill dropped off, Tom. He's no longer there.
That's too bad. Art, what's going on with you, Art? I'm Tom Martino. What's happening, Art?
Hey, Tom, how are you today?
I'm doing good. We're solving problems. What can we solve for you?
You can give me a good company to talk to about replacing my furnace and AC unit for my house.
How do you know they need replacement?
Well, they're 20 years old, so.
Okay. Yeah, it's about time. It's about time. And how big is your home?
I'd like to get an estimate before it drops dead on me.
Well, then why don't you get estimates from a few people before you do it?
I am. That's why I'm asking you.
Sure. Okay. Go to referralist.com. I would go to Plumline. I would go to Fix It 24/7. Who else, Mark? We got a lot of good people on there. But those are the first two that come to mind. Now,
just get 2, 3, 4 quotes. Most places will give you free quotes.
Yeah, or at least get a ballpark figure.
Okay.
And if they won't give you a quote without visiting, there's nothing wrong with that, but you don't have to buy just because they need to visit. If you tell them, I just need some ballpark or I'd like to get an estimate, then they should be willing to give you an estimate. But I would call Fix It 24/7, which is a good company. I know them. I know all these people. They're honest as the day is long, but I'm not going to tell you they all have exactly the same products or prices. Fix It is 720-526-3939, and then Plumline Services is another good company, and Plumline is 303-586-1086. That's Plumline. And then you have any number of them on referralist.com to find 3 or 4 more. Mark, does whatchamacallit, does he do furnaces and air? Your master?
Who's that?
Master.
Oh, yeah, Master Rooter definitely does. They do commercial stuff for big, gigantic buildings all the way down to houses.
What is their number?
720-434-3406.
Yeah, so
That's right.
Call them all and just get ideas. And make a decision based on you. I know darn well that you'll be treated well. And now listen, I also want to say a few things. The most expensive is not always the best. The cheapest is not always the best. It's what you get compared to what you get. But you will, one thing for sure, all of these companies will honor their warranties and carry decent stuff. So just...
Do you care about brand, Tom? I really don't care about brand when it comes to this stuff.
I do not anymore. Not as long as they're all the new stuff, I don't. No. Hey, right. Roger, what kind of scam did you want to tell me about? Hello, Roger. Welcome. What's going on? Roger?
You know, Tim, I don't fall for scams, but I was scammed.
Uh-oh. Can you? Yep. What did it have to do with?
Well, I was on Facebook.
Yeah.
And this ad popped up for these plastic storage sheds.
Yeah.
The hard plastic storage sheds.
Yeah.
And it had like and you look at the website and it shows like a price of like $400 some bucks, and it's crossed out, says $99. So I ordered 2. And I was leery about it, being 99 bucks each for these big storage sheds.
Yeah.
And sure enough, I get to my email. I mean, everything looks official all the way through the entire process. And once you get through it, it says that it was money was sent to a PayPal account.
Okay, hold on a second.
And,
hold on a second. I want to give you more time, and I want to warn people what's happening. So hang on, and we'll come back. I want to hear the whole story right after this.
15 seconds till Mile High.
Rip people off on there and they don't do a fucking thing.
On where was that, Mark?
Let Mark do it. Wait.
Oh,
Mark?
okay.
Never mind. We don't have time. I'm going to do a quote. MileHighEstatePlanning.com. Blake Harris, attorney at law. You will not make a better phone call than making that call to him, because he is the one that can help you protect your legacy. What do we mean by that? That means making the right choices now to protect your assets while you're alive and to protect your heirs. That's right. You know, if you don't do it the right way, you can strap your heirs with a lot of responsibility and taxes that don't need to be paid if you do it the wrong way. Please do it the right way. Also, you may want to dole out assets or income a certain way while you're alive, or you may want to do it after you pass it a certain way. A trust can carry out your wishes. You may just need a simple will. Whatever it is, you can ask anything free of charge. Blake Harris, free legal advice. He'll give it to you. He'll explain what you need, and then you decide what you want to get, and it's flat rate pricing from there. 720-924-6171. 720-924-6171. MileHighEstatePlanning.com. All right? You heard me? Oh, go ahead. I thought you said become the banker, too. I'm sorry. Okay.
We aggressively implement the most advanced and proactive marketing plan you will find anywhere.
For all things real estate, do not hesitate to call 303-920-1622 or get tips online at FrankDurantTheRealEstateMan.com. All right, you can do more than just a 401k or an IRA for your retirement. Yes! Find out about this safe investment. In fact,
I did everyone. I can't believe I did everyone. Okay.
I can't stress this enough. It may not be right for you. It's not right for everybody, but it is a guaranteed 4% growth. And if you use it the proper way and lend yourself money out of it, maybe your kid needs to buy a car, or maybe you want to buy a car, you can borrow from your own retirement inside of this product and actually pay yourself interest, and it will grow tax-free. Just check out the video. Go there right now, and then you can set up a free webinar. There's nothing high pressure here. Just go check out the video. BecomeTheBanker.info. Martino talks to the owner, Joe. BecomeTheBanker.info.
You have 3 ex-wives and your current...
Oh, this is...
Hold on, our spot's on, Mark.
We got a good spot on.
Big Lou.
You need to call Big Lou. He's on number 2.
Big Lou is intimate.
And he's on meds, too.
Have you ever met Big Lou?
Big Lou loses at racquetball, too.
Big Lou is a dwarf, by the way.
No, he's not. Big Lou is large, too.
He's a motherfucker like you.
He's a 4'3" dwarf.
God almighty, that is so disgusting. Is he talking about wives?
You think that's bad?
Well, I don't think it's. They just think he's on his second wife. That's all.
Yeah, but I don't like. You shouldn't make light of divorce. It's not like people want to do it.
Hey, Hey, was Drake's Coffee Cakes big in New York?
What? Drake's?
Drake's?
Yeah.
Were they?
Yeah.
Did you buy
We had
them?
a lot of other things.
Did you buy them in packages or at bakeries? They came in packages. Like a Twinkie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
I don't know. That was big on there.
But we had bakeries that were. See, most of the time we had fresh bakeries that packaged stuff, but they made it right fresh. And it was like Freihoffers. I don't know if you ever heard of those. That was a big New York.
But there seems like to be a lot of that stuff with just New York.
That's right. Valentine beer.
Valentine.
Well, a lot of beer had local.
Remember Rheingold was a big one?
Yeah, Rheingold and Valentine, man. Valentine Ale, holy shit. Big time New York.
But beer was all like Ham's beer in Minnesota.
It used to all be regional.
Right.
But this one is still regional.
Okay.
I mean, it's been and Coors used to be. Do you realize what Coors used to be? Do you know when we would go on a road trip to Colorado or anybody came out here, to bring Coors back was like gold.
Yes. Gold, baby!
They thought it was so, oh, you got Coors? And yet, it's nothing special.
Well, it was a little sweet, I thought, when it did. And they were the ones that invented the aluminum cans.
I was never a beer drinker.
Man, I really like this painter that Szymanski sent over.
How come?
He's just fucking good, man. He's going over. Today they're going in and they're basically caulking every little fucking thing you can imagine.
What are you painting?
The entire house, outside.
Oh, okay.
It's crazy, man. I'm really impressed by these guys.
Oh, I thought he was painting like that cardboard cutout you had. They did a painting like that.
No, you do. What would you do? Spray paint a Rembrandt?
I was thinking about that last night. I was
About
just
a steel building?
No, it was outside of his house. But I'm saying when he first started his painting.
Nothing wrong with spraying if you do it right. If you do it right.
This is going to look so good, though, guys. I can't wait. We're going to get wood garage doors, or, wood looking, not real wood. That hail claim was just the best. The best, Jerry.
Hey, I know one episode that you probably don't remember that Larry David was on. And he had a voice of quite a lot.
Francis Alazar. This was him.
Great.
If you give me a clue, I'll tell you who he played, but he played more people than you're thinking.
Who?
Great Fiery Globes.
Great Fiery Globes.
This afternoon, a pinpoint weather alert day.
Great Fiery Globes.
Large-hail and damaging wind gusts. The chance for rain 40%. Our high 80.
God, that doesn't even ring a bell. Great Fiery Globes.
Safety, technology, and a powerful turbocharged EcoBoost engine.
Hold on, I'm thinking.
If you want emergency, you want a great deal on your next car, truck, or SUV, get to your local Ford store.
Denver's talk station. Available everywhere with the iHeartRadio app.
Now #1 for podcasting.
630 KHOW, an iHeartRadio station.
I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. So, Roger wants to tell us about a scam. Roger, what's the scam you want to tell us about, sir? What's happening? Roger, are you there?
So I was on Facebook.
Yeah.
And this ad. Yep, I'm here. Can you hear me?
I'm listening to every word. So
okay, I was on Facebook, and this ad popped up. Now let me give you the website. It is D as in dog, N as in Nancy, S as in Sam, H as in Howard, O as in Oscar, P as in Paul, O as in Oscar, P as in Paul. So DNSHOPOP.com.
Gotcha. Okay. Are you listening to the radio? Something seems to be wrong. Listen, hold on a second. Are you listening to the radio? You seem to be really communicating in a difficult way. I'm wondering if you're listening to the delay. Do you hear me okay, Roger?
No. It's probably my Bluetooth. I got you on speaker now.
Okay, good. You don't have the radio on, though, right? You're not listening to the radio, right?
Oh man, this is
No,
okay.
no, I'm in Georgia.
Oh, okay, that's why. Keep going. Okay, I'll let you go then. Tell your story. So I see these sheds. They look pretty cool.
I guess George is on a delay.
Okay, so yeah, there's a 15 foot by 8 foot for they're all listed like $99, $96, all that.
Yeah,
so anyway, I went in.
I see some of these that look like a whole car garage. It says 8 by 20 feet for $99. Another one says, yeah, okay. I'm sorry for interrupting because of this delay. Okay, go ahead. What about it? You paid, and what happened?
So anyway, I thought it was a kind of a scam, so I went to my email and checked and didn't see anything, so I went and checked my credit card and it said it would show up as a purchase from an email address from PayPal. And I thought, okay, yeah, that's a scam, because it was basically gave me a $99 deduction, so it was a $99 charge for from my credit card charged to PayPal.
Yeah, so anyway, why do you think it's a scam?
Oh, they are. There are a ton of those out there, Tom. These Facebook ads,
I never got any product. I contacted them. That you could tell just by the words that they use, the way they talk. They're from a foreign country. They, just the words that they use, you can tell that they don't speak English. So anyway, basically, to make a long story short, I contacted PayPal, and they looked into it, and they I guess pulled the money back off that account and put it back on my credit card, so I got my money back.
Oh, that's good.
Good. By the way, they are definitely a scam. Even in the contact us, they have no information whatsoever to get a hold of them. It's just really bad. The email address on here is contact@24haftersale.com. 24haftersale.com is another domain. Contact@24haftersale.com. I'm thinking people should flood their inbox. But I'm glad that you told us about it. But, by now, a lot of people should know that just because it's on Facebook does not make it honest. My goodness gracious.
What's funny is Facebook will sit there and play politics on both sides and tell people what they can post. I've even tried to put stuff up on our show of just me going out confronting somebody, and they don't want to put it up. But they could care less if someone's ripping people off with $99 sheds.
No, Facebook... Did you just... Oh, shed, you said. Oh, my God, I thought you said something else. You said $99. Shed. Okay.
I did, too.
Did you? Okay, he didn't say it. He said shed. Okay,
no,
so...
of course not.
Now...
I'm a professional.
Like a bullshed. Bullshed. Now, no. But here's the deal. When it comes to Facebook, these guys, and no, YouTube's doing it, Google, everyone's doing it. If they don't agree with something, they say it violates the standards. That's what they're saying. That's their new thing now.
It's crazy.
But listen, all the hate, all the other stuff spewed by the side they agree with, they don't care about. That's not hate. That's protection. That's freedom of speech.
If you think these guys high up in there, like Zuckerberg and the CEOs going down to the first 100 people, if you think when they walk into that voting booth, they vote for the Democrat, you're insane. The amount of money they would lose by doing this come election time will be crazy. That's that secret vote we talk about.
Well, I don't know. Here's what I do know. I don't care.
You didn't know 3.5 years ago either.
No, and I don't, because I don't take time to figure it out. I think I go with what seems to be the popular trend. But I will tell you that there is such hypocrisy. This idea of diversity that they espouse, diversity and open-mindedness. The most closed-minded people are progressive. The most closed-minded people I have ever seen in my entire life call themselves progressive. We would be censored in this country more than anybody in the world if they had their way. Because, and I mean, it's only freedom of speech, and it's only diverse if they say it is, and if they like it. If they don't like it, they see no problem with shutting it down. And I say everyone should have a voice, everyone. That's the difference. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. I want to talk to you about your problems, questions, and complaints, but we have Larson tax relief as well, because I'm getting some emails. You know, tax time has come and gone, and there is another deadline coming, and we'll talk about that. And if you have any problems, let us know. But we have plenty of time to take calls. 303-713-TALK.
I guess Paul's just said that bars got to close at 10 o'clock now.
What's that?
Bars got to close at 10 p.m.
What time do they usually close?
2.
2 or 4?
2, 4 or 4 in New York.
Is that the same for like casinos?
What, guys? What are you saying?
That's a good question.
I know it is.
What is this question?
The casinos also have to close at 10.
No.
What's 10 o'clock? What's that?
Polls just passed the thing.
Just now?
Yeah.
What does it say?
Well, that's what on Facebook they said.
Everything has to close
so
at 10.
Polls just announced an executive order that last call for alcohol at bars is now 10 p.m.
What difference does that make? I don't understand.
It's ridiculous.
It's like 4 hours early.
For COVID?
I guess. I
But
assume.
why? Who gives these fucking powers to the governor all of a sudden?
Because COVID comes out higher at night.
All right.
What is the reason for this? What is the reason for it?
It has nothing to do with distances.
That's nice.
No, really. What is? If
Hey, it is true though. It spreads in bars quick as shit. I guess people get drunk and forget.
Yeah.
What do they start tonguing each other?
Start sucking face.
Duct Pros. What the heck is Duct Pros? They are the people that clean your ducts, and I believe in cleaning your ducts, because it is a place where all the air in your home eventually goes through the ductwork. They've been in business for 22 years. They do a normal size house, average about $290. That's 10 vents. If you have more, it's only $15 for each additional one. They go in with power tools, air compressor tools to each and every opening, and then get this, they have a truck-mounted vacuum that is so strong it sucks everything out. You will have clean ductwork and a free antimicrobial fogging. For Martino listeners, ductproscolorado.com, 303-578-3510, 578-3510. Sorry, just realized it was...
If you or someone you love is feeling isolated or anxious in these challenging times, a friendly phone call may help.
I'm sorry, you said Paragon, right?
Yeah.
The host program is here. A trained, caring group of volunteers standing by ready to chat, listen, or just say hello. It's easy. Request a call by dialing AARP at 1-888-281-0145.
Yep.
9 a.m. and 5 p.m.
No, I wouldn't say that about Dan.
Mute it!
He's not the brightest bulb.
Mute it!
All right, listen, Paragon Services, I want to tell you something. I got an email from somebody going, hey, Mark, you always say these insurance companies are ripping people off. Well, how? Well, I'm going to tell you what. If you've had a commercial claim on your building for wind or fire or for hail, here's how they screw you. You ready? These insurance companies come out. I'm sure they pay for your roof. Maybe they pay for a window that got broken. But let me say this.
I was in the day labor.
Generally, they don't.
When me and Doc go to the bathroom in the day labor.
OSHA requirements, layers of roofing material that are under the shingles, insulation requirements, attachments, resetting of HVAC. These are the things the insurance company wants to forget about when you have damages. That's what that's there for. If you've had a commercial property or even residential that in the last year or so has had a claim, I am telling you straight up, your insurance company screwed you. Matt can reopen the same claim and get you free money. I don't know how else to put it. All that stuff that they missed
he can force them to write you a check for it. And it doesn't hurt anything. It's not a new claim. It's only that original claim. And if you have a hailstorm or something that hits you right now, you probably want to...
Can you believe it's almost August?
I know it.
Jesus. You know, man, time used to go so slow when we were younger. I swear to God, these years are whipping by and it scares the shit out of me.
The older you get.
And you know why that is?
Why?
Well, because a day now in your life is a very small percentage, whereas day in a kid was a bigger percentage.
Great news. Fix It 24/7 is offering $77 on any repair. Leave your cares and troubles behind.
Matt's been fucking busy as shit, man.
Yeah, you said that.
I gotta get him a big commercial one so he can retire. He needs like Southwest Plaza.
He's pretty young to retire.
He is. We went and had a beer with him and his. Actually, did his wife go? I don't think his wife did go. He was telling us about her, but Suzanne and I and him met for a quick beer, like I don't know, 3 months ago when he was doing this. What an interesting guy, man. I like him.
No, I like him too.
He played the extra on that one movie. The guy goes out and lives in a school bus. It's based on a real story, and he ends up dying out there.
Oh yeah, from Alaska.
Yeah, he played that guy. You know, he did all the jumping off buildings and shit, the stuntman shit.
Wait, Matt was a stuntman?
Yeah, he was the extra, or not extra, the
stuntman.
The double, yes.
No shit.
Yeah, I know, man. It was entertaining as shit. So when the movie wrapped up, he was also in another movie. He hung out with Bradley Cooper at Cooper's, Cooper had the big room on top, if you will, the suite in Vegas, and Matt Damon maybe, but he partied with those three. His stories are really cool, man.
High insurance. Now available for small business owners in your area. Workers' compensation.
What was that movie? So he was. I didn't think there was much stunt stuff in that movie, but I just read the book. I didn't see the movie.
Yeah, he was a double. That was him. Yeah, it's funny. I haven't watched it since he told me that. I'd like to. When I watch it again, I'll try to figure out which one's him. You know.
Oh, you actually watched it? What was it?
I've seen that movie a few times.
He didn't really live. He starved to death, right?
I don't know if he starved to death or he ate like berries that were poisonous.
Charity work they love to do, Bell and Pollock is a different kind of personal injury firm. They believe in supporting causes in the community, giving out free legal advice on a weekly basis on their live call-in show, and treating every client with the same respect. Bell and Pollock has a proven track record of success. Their strength comes from their commitment to their clients. Call 303-795-5900.
Into the Wild.
303-795.
Into the Wild.
Yep, Into the Wild, that's right.
Check online at championsofthepeople.com.
Hi, Brian here with Advanced Mud Jack. I've been lifting sinking concrete back in 30, guys. 25 years. I'll fix your sinking concrete and save you money. Call Advanced Mud Jacking, 303-424-9441 or advancedmudjacking@yahoo.com. Hi there, from Barry Miller. You always get tipped off rather than ripped off when you listen.
Oh, I know who you were talking about now. That's funny.
Who?
He was the guy that was yelling something, or Jerry was sleeping, and he woke up and wrote something down.
Right.
Hello, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK. Michael Plantinga, Larson Tax Relief. People say I got my taxes in or I got what I could get paid in. What do I do about the balance due? Don't they automatically contact you with some kind of an installment agreement? Or are all installment agreements accepted? Or do they sometimes say, hey, no installment for you? How does it work, Michael? Larson Tax Relief.
Hey, Tom. Generally, with these tax balances, if you don't exceed a certain amount of money, you can set up a long-term, what they call streamlined installment agreement. But for balances that are higher, or if you cannot afford to pay it within the time the IRS has to collect it, then you need to negotiate a smaller plan. And for that, they need professional help.
So what do you do? The people who've sent in money as much as they could afford, what do? Sit back and wait for the IRS to contact them?
No, the best thing to do, say, for example, you file a return for 2019 with a $10,000 balance due, and you can't pay it. What you can do is you can call up the IRS and ask for a long-term full payments installment agreement. Generally, the IRS will put it out at 72 months. I don't know what that would come out to per month.
Right.
But the quicker you pay it, the better, because the interest continues to accrue through the life of the plan.
Oh, man, that can be burdensome. What?
Absolutely.
What are the biggest? Tell me the reason people end up owing. What are the biggest reasons that you see? People come to you all the time with this problem. What is the biggest reason there are accumulated back taxes? What have you found?
Generally, it's often folks that are self-employed, so they need additional money to pay for business expenses,
or to live
on. They don't pay what they should have for quarterlies.
Right.
Or to live on. Absolutely.
They don't realize a dollar earned is not a dollar earned.
Exactly. But if they're going to feed their family,
if you're lucky,
or pay their taxes, most people will choose feeding their family, and they worry about the taxes later.
So, okay. So now they should contact the IRS if there isn't a balance due. And where do they contact?
To contact the IRS directly, they can call 800-829-3903.
Okay. Now, when do they contact Larson? A lot of people ask me that. They say, Tom, I need my taxes prepared. I say, well, I don't think they do that. When do they contact Larson Tax Relief?
I think it's important for them to contact Larson even before calling the IRS.
But when? Who's your client? Who should call?
Go ahead.
Who should call, though? Who?
I've had clients that owe $5,000 to $5 million. I mean, if it's an amount you cannot pay off within, say, 60 days, you need professional representation of some kind.
Okay. You know, that's when they should call. I'm interested in when people do call. Is it when they get that first notice, or is it when all of a sudden they wake up and the $6,000 in their savings account's gone? When does the first call usually come?
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Great question, Mark. Both times. So my account has been levied, or they get a terrifying notice from the IRS in the mail. They don't know what it means, and they call asking for help.
Okay. Now, what is the biggest mistake people make that you say, if I could get the word out, this is what I would tell them? Because obviously you have a conduit here to get the word out, or a bullhorn, more like it. Let's talk. What is the thing that comes up over and over again?
Yeah, Tom. Oftentimes when our clients come on board, one of the biggest mistakes I see is that people try to take care of it on their own before calling for professional help. So you have a balance owed for 2019 of $10,000. You call the IRS number I just recited, and then you have a professional tax collector on the other end asking you all kinds of probing questions and setting a deadline for you to either pay it or call back in with all this financial documentation. Whereas with professional help, we can get time. We can get people months more than they normally would have without help to give them that time to pay it down or put together a good plan.
You know, this is a little off topic, Michael, but I have to say this. I've known both Larsons for a long time. Steve Sizik, one of the attorneys over there, great guy. But as far as someone that represents a company, my God, I'd hire you in a heartbeat. You are so good at what you do. You're so knowledgeable, and you're good on the radio, man. I think Larson should give you a raise.
Yeah.
I appreciate that,
now,
Mark.
What is your job there?
Call Jack.
What is your job there? Is it do you handle cases, or do you supervise those who handle cases?
No, I handle cases, as does Steve. I've worked with Steve for 11 years. But we both handle cases that are brought to us, business and personal, state or IRS.
All right. So basically, Larson Tax Relief is open for business. When is the IRS going to be at full speed?
They're gearing up now, Tom. They opened up fully officially on July 15th. going to take them a while to get back up to full speed, but they're on their way.
Okay, so listen, just hang out in case we get some calls. 303-713-TALK is our number. Okay, 713-8255. For Larson, you would call 844-LARSON-TAX. We have more coming up. Jim has a Midas brake issue. Anything you guys have on your mind, call us, 303-713-TALK.
Clear, Flexident first, and then Master Router shortly after.
Now, Impact Traffic. This report is sponsored by...
I'm telling you, I like that fucking guy.
Well, you chicken hawk, you.
Jesus.
I think he's single, Mark.
I think Doc said he's single.
I wish every rep from every company was that good on air. I'm sorry, say that again? Yeah, you said second, though. You're good.
If you need dent repair and your paint is not damaged, Flexident of Colorado.com. Nick Yutzi and the boys have like 100 years of experience between them all. And what you can do is get professional help and free estimate, even pick up and delivery or rental cars in some situations. What you need to do is call for details. 303-619-6273. You can get right through. 303-619-6273. Ask whatever question you want. They're an open book when it comes to paintless dent repair that doesn't detract from the value of your car. They don't even report to Carfax. Flexident of Colorado.com. Just a hair.
My mom followed me and got into the passenger seat. She said, if you're going to put yourself in danger...
So now it says they just stopped serving alcohol. I can't find it, but that's just people are saying.
Can they serve coffee? They have to close or?
No, it's still till 2 o'clock, but I'm trying to find it here just to see.
Man, this Levain Bakery. Here's the Levain Bakery. It is famous.
Reliable, friendly clothing.
Oh, here it is. Look, this line will
Oh, it's
start
little.
out here.
Oh, really?
But the cookie, the famous cookie,
The black and white cookie?
no, it's this. These are the famous cookies. This is what they're hunks of cookie.
They look pretty good.
They're like big hunks.
Oh, okay.
You buy them, and everyone. I'm telling you,
Is that blueberries in that one there?
well, they have different flavors.
It looks like a stone flavor.
And they bake them fresh several times a day, and then the line starts. They have barricades. I'm telling you, it is.
Let's have some shipped out here, Tom.
Yeah, but I wonder how it would be. It wouldn't be the same, but at least it would be something. You know what? We could.
Well,
I'm going to see about that.
There's a place downtown you can just walk right in and get 3 cookies for $1.
Where?
It was the place that was underneath right on the 16th Street Mall. But they didn't have cookies like that.
Where that pizza place was, right down there?
Yeah.
Is that pizza place still open?
I think they closed everything. They made it a parking lot down there.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
What's that?
Oh, there's a place, they were talking about a cookie place in New York, and I said there used to be one in downtown Denver that you get 3 cookies for $1, but they weren't fancy like this one in New York.
Like the black and white cookie.
No, he got these other kind. I didn't see any black and white.
Like, you ever heard of Cakes for Karen?
Yeah.
Something like that, like a really nice cookie, right?
I don't know. You guys are New Yorkers. Did you know that guy on that when he said that was and it looked like him too, that was Larry David?
Which one?
The flaming.
Absolutely, I just saw the picture of it. I mean, yes, I knew it at the time too.
Oh, you did? Okay. Oh, here's another one that he was in is when George, remember that he said that lady didn't give her his correct change from the 20?
Oh God, I love that one. What did he play in that one?
He was the guy where he was trying to change the 20, give the 20 back, but he wouldn't take it because it was marked.
You know the one I watched the other night? I forgot how funny it was. Costanza.
Oh, yeah. With the hat with the rat fur.
Elaine finds out it's a $20,000 hat.
Yeah. And she used the water pick to water plants.
Costanza.
He hides a hat behind the cushion.
I know. I always do wonder what happened. And then it was even funnier. He steals the alarm clock. Then she wants to get back together. And the alarm clock goes off.
Yeah. George is... God, he played that good.
Best episode with him very early on was when he went to the healer. How much is a night in the hospital? Oh, $2,000 or $3,000. How much is your healer? First visit's $39.
Yeah. I also think the marine biologist is pretty good. Great line.
That one comes all the way back to the golf ball too, which is funny.
Yeah, nobody
They tie it in so well.
The seat was angry that day, my friends. Like an old man sending soup back at the deli.
This is going to be the most important election of our time.
Yeah. Well, actually, the last one was pretty important too, because if you would have got Hillary in there.
I wish Larry David did a cameo in their last episode, like a prison guard or something.
Oh, okay. So he did yell out something in that prison.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That was funny, that last one. He's up doing comedy.
Right.
Anybody here from Cell Block C? Hold on, I'll slow down.
He yelled out, I'm going to stab you or something.
I'm going to stab you.
He's just amazing the way I tell you, that show is so good. That was...
I love that ending, too, with, I think, was that Louis Anderson? Nah, that was just another fat guy.
When it comes to economic relief, 30 seconds.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was fat shaming.
Large body shaming. It's one of the few shows that you can actually watch over and over.
Oh, yeah. I like King of Queens, too.
He was good, but they didn't come up with things like,
I'm Tom
shrinkage.
Martino. Let's go to the phones. And Jim, what is your issue with Midas? What's going on, Jim? What's happening?
I had some rotors replaced, and back in October.
Yeah.
And they still weren't right. It's remove and replace rotors. And so I went back in April, and they have down front brake pad reconditioned rotors.
Yeah.
So I had to recondition them again.
And what happened?
For $219. It's still not right. My car pulsates. It's like my wife said, it's like riding a roller coaster. I've been back to that Midas twice. The first time they told me they couldn't figure out what was wrong. I've had two other mechanics tell me the front rotors need replaced.
Well,
I went back the second time.
You don't know.
He said anything can happen here in Colorado after 5,000 miles. You don't replace rotors every 5,000
They probably
miles.
were cheap rotors, though. I mean, really, that's probably... How much were they?
Premium rotors, Tom.
How much were they?
Yeah, I don't know.
The first one was $291, and then the reconditioning was $220.
Wow, he's got $500 in there. They should work, man. Period.
Yeah.
What do you? Okay, so what do you want? I mean, do you think they owe you rotors?
They have to do the job right. Number one, number two. I have no recourse. I don't know who to go to.
But Tom, here's what they're saying. They're saying he's heating them up and warping them, either coming down I-70 or whatever.
So
That's
you think
what
they owe you?
They're telling them.
You think they owe you rotors, right? Is that it in a nutshell?
Yes.
And what do they say? No, they say you're ruining them, right? So it's going to be how much do they cost you?
Again, the first time was $291. Second time was $220.
Did you? Okay.
What did they charge you the second time for?
Man, that's.
They said they reconditioned the rotors.
Woo.
I think we call him.
Yeah,
Deputy
yeah.
Dan's pretty good on these automotive ones.
Yeah. Do you understand the issue, Deputy Dan? I think I do. Yeah. Let's do this. I mean, but have you done business with them before? Do they know you? Are you a customer of theirs?
Absolutely. Over the years, mostly oil changes.
I don't know
why.
why.
What does their warranty state when they on the brake job? Did it say 12/12? What did the warranty state?
Yeah.
I'm looking. I don't see anything about a warranty.
Well,
Just
maybe
get
there
the
is.
invoice
Is
over
there
to
always a
Deputy
warranty,
Dan.
Mark?
I have never heard of a shop like Midas or Goodyear or Firestone or Brakes Plus not having some form of a warranty.
I would think so too. Yeah,
I mean,
limited
even on
warranty.
rotors, Tom. The problem is, I'll tell you what the deal is. You realize you can go to Napa, like on I'll just make up a car, a 2005 Ford Taurus. There might be rotors you can purchase for $14 a piece, and there might be rotors that cost you $110 a piece. So I have no idea. They can call them premium. They can call them whatever they want. If they're warping that quick, if it is a heat issue, they're cheap rotors. I don't care what they say.
Well, okay. What we'll do is we'll call and see what they have to say about it. But it's kind of like, if they say no, he's doing it, we're not, and we're not standing behind him. Then it's the kind of issue that we have to either go to small claims court or you just forget them. Maybe they have cheap crap. They call it premium, but maybe they are cheap crap. So hold on, Jim. Deputy Dan will get your information. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255.
Try to get it to Deputy Dan tonight because he's probably going to be really tired and sleepy tomorrow.
I was just going to say the great rematch is tomorrow on this. Tonight.
No, it's tonight.
On the racquetball.
And he's going to allow the back wall. Oh, thank you, thy.
Anyway, I don't know. I'd like to do double or nothing on my bet, but I don't know if Mark would do it. Are you going to do it, Mark? Double or nothing.
Done.
All right. Deputy Doc 2, double or nothing? All right. Good. And remember, we're out of time. I'm Troubleshooter Tom Martino. Don't forget LarsonTaxRelief.com. They're there for you. Referralist.com for help, information, and referrals.
Clear, guys.
Okay, see ya.
See ya. See y'all. See you tomorrow.